Yeah. Okay. Well, I just want to welcome everybody here tonight. What we are doing is I just want to talk a little bit about MyEcon, which is a 15-year-old financial literacy education company. And what we are looking for is we are looking for financial coaches. So we are looking for people who can get really excited about getting into their community or using their social media following to show people how to get out of debt and invest. And so there are some amazing principles and strategies that you learn when you partner with MyEcon. I'm not going to go through all of them, but one of them that I do want to talk about is a concept called income shifting. And basically, we know that a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And we know that there is a lot of money that is hidden in the one place you spend the most of your time, and that is your job. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to adjust your W-4 and not owe the IRS at the end of the year. So we're going to show you how to add an extra $200 to $800 cash back into your household. Now, when you have that level of income, we're going to show you how to manage that money, but we're going to show you how to direct that money so that you can multiply it. So let's say, for example, you had adjust your W-4 and you got an extra $600, right? And you got a $400 a month car note. Well, if you take that extra income shift money and put it on top of the car note, what happens? You will pay that car note off faster. And then that's going to free up not only $600, but now you got an extra $1,000 cash. Now, just imagine if you were able to take $1,000 a month and put it into a stock. Now, I know a stock in particular that if you was to take $1,000 a month and you put it into that stock is going to pretty much guarantee you about a 24% return on your investment. And you're probably going to get a lot more because we're in a recession. What happens after a recession? A bull market starts to happen. And so you want to be able to have enough cash so that you can participate and take advantage of the opportunity that is happening right now in our economy. So if you were to take $1,000 and invest it in that stock that I can teach you about, in about 10 years, you'll have about $500,000. In 20 years, you can have over $1 million. And so we can show you how to have your money having babies. So it is important that you listen to us tonight. We're going to teach you strategies to be able to understand the tax laws so that you can use the tax laws to pay your bills, use tax laws to launch dream businesses. And we're also going to show you how to get your power back when it comes to your credit score. So we're going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on the factors that affect your credit score. And we're also going to provide you with pre-written dispute letters so that you will be able to dispute any errors or any inaccuracies that is on your credit file that is hurting you right now. And so we're going to help you get into that 700, 800 club. And then we're also going to provide you with some investment education so that you will know what stocks are. You will know how to determine whether or not a stock will be a quality company that you will want to invest your money in. And you'll also know when to buy. And so what we have here is one of the largest communities of people who are basically just getting out of debt and investing. And so if you can see yourself making some extra coaching commissions, we would love for you to reach out to the people who are sharing this watch party right now, because they can show you how to get in the right side of money. But what I really want to do right now is, it's one thing to talk about a company and the benefits of being in a company. But what I want to do is I want to share some results from real people who have been in MyEcon, whether they new to MyEcon or they've been in MyEcon for the last 10, 15 years. But I want them to be able to show you how just applying these simple strategies to their life, they were able to raise their financial IQ, they was able to get out of debt, they was able to fix their credit, and they were able to build some income that is going to outlive them. And so the first person that I would like to bring up is one of my mentors. He knows all the strategies in his sleep. He's been in the company since the beginning of the company, and he's a millionaire. And I want him to come on board and just share with you why he joined MyEcon, and also how MyEcon has absolutely changed his life. So, Mr. John Pettiford, is you out there?
I am here. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, I can. You got the floor.
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to come on here on this panel and speak a little bit. And there's going to be a lot of great stories. I know I'm going to stick around and listen to just about all of them, as many of them as I can. And I hope that everyone in this pandemic and everything that's going on is safe, and your family is safe. But to tell my story, I always start out to say, I grew up in Michigan, in Detroit, Michigan, on the west side, and I didn't come from a family of business or a family of even, people that understood what marketing and leadership and all that stuff was. We were just people. I had the typical strategy: go to work, get a good education, get a good job, all that stuff, and everything is going to be okay. And I was working as a shift manager for Marriott. I had a daughter at that time when I first saw a business like this. And it made sense to me. My daughter was about, maybe 18, 19 months old, but I was broke. I was broke within a potato chip if you ran outside and drove over it with your car. Okay. So I needed some money. I was probably making maybe $8 an hour or something like that. I was the shift manager for Marriott. And I just kind of played around in this industry. And then I started to, get a little bit better. But then I ran into my mentor, and my life totally changed. And I think if you don't have a financial coach, if you don't have a financial mentor, you need one, okay? Tiger Woods at the top of his game, he had a coach. Michael Jordan at the top of his game, he had a coach. Who is your coach, okay? So I think we all need coaches. Now, the other thing I would say is, what has MyEcon done for me? First of all, it gave me the vision and the hope to see that there was another way of life. When I started to understand and be around people that were building $1 million incomes and all these things, it started to grow my belief, okay? So I fired my boss at 34 years old. When I left my last job, I was making maybe $28 an hour. And most people would look at that and say, well, John, that's a great job. Why would you leave that job? But I knew there was more for me. Okay, I knew there was more for me. So what I did is I started building and growing in this company. I've got the best credit that I've ever had. My wife and I, we live the process. Okay, we have a nice home in the suburbs. We have absolutely no mortgage. We don't have high burdensome debts. So we live with this in its entirety. I have trained thousands of people all over the country, and this is the system that I use to become a millionaire. And I tell people all the time, you don't need 5 ideas to get rich. You need one. Okay, Serena Williams understands people play golf. Tiger Woods understand people playing baseball, but see, somebody who gets really, really good at their craft, they spend about 10,000 hours doing that. And I have spent 10,000 hours over the years, over the last 15, 16 years and stuff, working with people, working with finances. And what I would say to you is this is the best opportunity on the planet because the pricing is there. The compensation is there. There is no one that can beat us. We got leadership that is second to none. And I will close with this, I don't talk about what I think. I talk about what I know. So if you ever see me with my mouth shut, that just means I'm not sure about anything. But if I start talking, I make sure I'm never wrong, Angela. When I'm talking, I'm only talking about things I know about. And I make every single dime in my life from MyEcon. Okay. Now I also, make money on investments, but I'm talking about as a business income. Okay. I make everything from MyEcon. So any question that's about MyEcon, I can answer it. If anybody needs me, I am here. But hey, cash flow is king in MyEcon, and cash flow is king in life.
All right. Thank you so much. CEO Infinity John Pettiford was in the building. Next up, I want to bring this amazing man of God on the webinar tonight. When I tell you, I had heard his story on how much debt he was able to pay off in such a short period of time. A lot of people follow Dave Ramsey, and Dave Ramsey teaches people, you don't need cable, cut your cable off. Get you the lowest cell phone plan that you can get. Basically, shrink your life and sacrifice and use that money to pay off your debt. Well, see, the beauty of MyEcon is, yes, you do want to budget your money. You do want to find areas where you are wasting your money when it comes to spending. But because we have the power of income shifting, we don't have to shrink our life. We can still get all our bills paid off at the same amount of time or faster than those who actually use Dave Ramsey snowball process. And so what I want to do is I want to bring up next someone who is a MyEcon Infinity out of Maryland. And once he tell you his story, y'all, on how much money he had paid off, you all need to get super serious about how you mind your money. So next up, if he can hear me, Keith Tucker, are you out there?
Angela?
Yes, I can hear you. You got the stage.
Awesome, awesome. First of all, Angela, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on this panel. I'm honored to be here, and it's a blessing to be here as well. Let me tell you, I got started in MyEcon because I was struggling financially. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was borrowing from Paul to pay Peter, and I was looking for a solution to help me become debt-free. And believe it or not, Angela, my solution was going to be a second job. I was actually going to go and apply for a second job, or in fact, I was even thinking about doing bankruptcy. And I was on the football field watching my son play football one morning. And as he was playing, there was a gentleman standing beside him talking to two other dads about debt elimination. So I kind of eavesdropped on their conversation. And when he finished with them, I literally chased him down and I said, hey, is that something that you teach? So he invited me to his house, showed me a strategy, and literally I got excited. And let me tell you, MyEcon was $300 back then. I didn't have $300 because I was struggling financially, but I told him, I said, if I got to borrow $1 from 300 people, I promise you I'm gonna have the money today. I didn't tell him I was gonna wait till the next payday. I was hungry. So sure enough, I got the money. About an hour later, I came back to his house, gave him the $300, and I started utilizing the strategies. And let me tell you what MyEcon has done for me. The first thing that it did for me was before MyEcon, I had over $100,000 worth of debt. That debt was killing me. I'm telling you, it was killing me. And so I started using the strategies. And once I applied the strategies in the software, I was able to eliminate all $100,000 of debt in 1 year. 1 year, $100,000 of debt totally gone. Now, what that did for me was it freed up $2,400 a month that was going to the creditors. I made it come back to me, back into my pocket. Second thing that it did for me, in the same year, I started fixing my credit. I started utilizing the strategies that you learn in this My Credit system and was able to increase my credit score from a 520 to an 804. So I went from poor credit to excellent credit. The third thing it did for me, I had my emergency fund were my credit card. So whenever I had an emergency, I would go grab my credit card, swipe my card. But that's a big no-no because when you use your credit cards, you buy something once, but you end up paying for it 2 or 3 times over because of the interest. Well, I created myself a true emergency fund from the money that I was making in MyEcon and been able to open up different investment accounts so that I can invest wholesale instead of retail. And last and not least, believe it or not, I still work a full-time job. But get this, I've been able to cash flow 6 figures part-time without stopping my job. So I tell anyone, if I can do it, you can do it. So let me say in closing, you're in the right place at the right time with the right people in the right team. So I highly recommend that you get back to the person who invited you to this facility and get signed up today. Back to you, Angela.
All right, thank you, Keith Tucker, Infinity of MyEcon, who came to bless us. It's serious, you guys. And so sometimes when people be talking about they don't see the benefits in MyEcon, when you don't see the benefits in MyEcon, that's because you ain't working MyEcon. And so we already know that when somebody quit because they say MyEcon didn't work for them, that is because they ain't work. right? So all you got to do is mind your money. So next up, I had somebody jump on really quick. Another Infinity in MyEcon out of Texas. And so I want to give Jesus Hatan the flow. Come on and give your testimony, brother.
Hey, how you doing, man? Some of y'all might know me as Mr. MUB on social media. Hey, I joined this opportunity June 2014 by a young gentleman by the name of T. Hill. And one of the first things I did is I changed my W-4 form, and I was able to get back like an additional $500 a month. Additional $500 a month. Then it's about implementing the strategies, because I did everything all at one time. Because once I saw this information, I was 100% in. Understand, I have over 177 business college credits, right? But MyEcon taught me something in the first 5 to 10 minutes that I didn't learn in no school. So I'm sitting here in class, in 5 minutes, I was taught something that the 170-something college credits did not teach me, in which I was happy but upset at the same time, because I'm like, why are they holding back this information? So the combination of everything, long story short, within a 5-year time period, implementing all of the 5 strategies, I was able to positive cash flow over $180,000. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even have what would people consider a large downline, a large team. Those are most of the strategies. Since I've been with the opportunity, I maybe helped total of like 600 families. In network marketing, that's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket, which means that any and everybody can actually do this. And then, like, the key word is, once you start implementing this in your life personally, MyEcon, the personal financial success company, by default, it's going to create a testimony that's going to attract a multitude of people to you. And then when you link up and start going to the powerhouse marketing class, come on, man. But when you start going to this marketing class, you're going to start having thousands and 2,000 and 3,000 people following you in a drop of a hat if you can do what you told to do. That's the key thing. That's what boils down to it. MyEcon expose who's hard-headed. Point blank, period. If you do what you are told to do, you will have nothing but success. And when you do the numbers and the math, it doesn't make no sense to ever leave. So if anybody has ever left, it's because they decided to be hard-headed and they didn't do what they was told to do. And because they didn't do what they was told to do, they didn't get the results they thought they should have. You know what I'm saying? And that's a pride issue. Because if you ain't following directions and you mad that you ain't getting the certain type of results, then that's all on you. So, hey, you at the right place at the right time with the right team. Hey, you need to do exactly what you're told to do. And I promise you, she will make sure you get there. Because I'm following directions now. Hey, man, it's MUB, man. Y'all be blessed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for jumping on. Now, we're going to bring up the man with the master plan. This is our MyEcon upline. I'm telling you, he was one of the reasons why I joined MyEcon in the first place, because I was on Facebook, and Valerie actually, for some reason, on her timeline, there was a video of this guy, and they were getting off a party bus, and they had money. They just had a whole bunch of money. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, who is this? And what they doing? And what is MyEcon? And I looked up MyEcon, and then when I realized that MyEcon was an African-American company that was going into our community and teaching financial literacy, it was like a done deal. And so when I realized that he's, 30-something, he was 30-something years old at the time. And by him being 30-some years old and was making so much money in the company, it was just inspiration. And basically, it kind of lets you know that if you in your 30s, you in your 20s, if you were to actually just get in line financially and you follow the strategies, you could be a millionaire by the time you 35, 40 years old. So you ain't got to wait till you 60 and to enjoy your life. You can enjoy your life right now. And the person that I'm about to bring up, when I tell you he enjoyed his life, he enjoys his life. And so what I want to do is I want to bring up my upline CEO Infinity out of Memphis, Mr. Cedric GMT Williams himself.
Thank you, Angela, for the warm welcome, and thank you for having me, man. I see a whole lot of familiar faces. How y'all doing out there? Better than amazing. I already know the answer to it. But yeah, real quick, I won't be before you guys too long. But like Angela said, you know, a little bit about myself. You know, I was able to retire at the age of 26. And even when I retired at the age of 26, I still didn't really understand money until I got in MyEcon. You know, I went to school. I got a bachelor's degree in computer science. I got a master's degree in marketing. Yeah, all that sounded important, but guess what? I still was broke because when I moved back home from college, I was back in the hood, sleeping on my grandmother's couch, y'all. And I done went and got all this education and all these loans and Sally Mae and Navient and all this. And I still didn't have the blueprint on how to become a millionaire. So it wasn't until I joined MyEcon when I found out the secret formula on how to become a millionaire. And it's real simple, you guys, because once I understood that one concept, I wanted to be a multi-millionaire. So I'm gonna give y'all the secret right now, how to become a millionaire. So the key to becoming a millionaire is anything you can produce, anything that produces at least $80,000 a year, right? Anything that produces at least $80,000 a year, you're now a millionaire. I'm not talking about your job. See, with your job, it's called linear income. You go to work, you get paid, right? That's called linear income. What are things you can do, right, that will produce at least $80,000 a year, right, without labor? And you guys are on the right path, especially with Angela, with the stocks, the trading, all of that. Those are things that can produce $80,000 a year. And what I'm gonna do is break down that $80,000 a year. Imagine you had $1 million of liquid assets, $1 million in cash, y'all, right? And you took this $1 million and invested it into a stock, a fund, mutual bond, something that pays you at least 8% a year. What's 8% of $1 million? $80,000 a year, right? So check this out. I didn't have $1 million to invest in another company, another stock, or another bond, right? But I had that $1 million mindset, right? I had that vehicle, I had that platform, I had MyEcon. So what I did was I went out and built me $1 million business with MyEcon. See, MyEcon, I make way over $80,000, high six-figure income, right? So with a business, what happens is they take the annual income that you make and they times that by 10 to 12, and that determines the value of your company. I'm gonna say that again. They take the annual income and they multiply it by 10 to 12, and that determines the value of your business. So if I wanted to go out and sell MyEcon business, it will be worth millions. It will be worth millions. So by me understanding this concept, you guys, okay, I created $1 million business in MyEcon, right? Now I have to go and create other $1 million businesses. So since joining MyEcon, you guys, I done added about 4 to 5 more new businesses under my belt. You know, I got my own tax company. I got my own t-shirt company, GMT Closet. I got GMT Credit Solutions. I started my credit business thanks to MyEcon. I got MyEcon. I got GMT Promotions. When y'all see the mansions and the cars and the exotic trips and all that, it's all business. So I got about 5 different businesses that also have a record label. So I have about 5 different businesses that I'm following that strategy of generating at least $80,000 a year on autopilot. And thanks to MyEcon, I know what it takes to become a millionaire.
All right. Thank you, Sid, for getting on. You heard him say it. He had $1 million mentality. So he didn't look at MyEcon as just something to do, something I'm going to do on the side. He looked at MyEcon as this can be another $1 million asset for me. And even when I was talking to the owner of one of the co-founders of MyEcon, Ivy Stokes, and he was talking to me, and he said, you all have the right to own your MyEcon business. Every last one of us own our own MyEcon businesses. And he said, if you were ever to leave MyEcon and wanted to sell your downline back to me, I will pay you $1 million. So what I'm saying to you is get real serious about your MyEcon business, because it can pay you, but at the same time, I have this business in my trust, so that if something happens to me, my MyEcon business goes to my son. And that's why I say you are in a situation where your money can outlive you. Okay, so next up, I want to make sure, I think she's on. Yes, I want to introduce the woman who introduced me to MyEcon so that I could even be in position to even be around and know you all, okay? And so I just want to bring up from Seattle, Washington, my upline, and I'm telling y'all, she used to do the best Facebook lives, and it caught my attention. And that's why I say, do lives on your Facebook page, because you never know who is watching you. You might grab somebody like me and she didn't even know. So what I want to do up next is I want to bring up Miss Valerie Ferguson.
Hey, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Miss Angela. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What is that I'm listening to? Okay, I'm sorry. My daughter has her phone on too.
Okay, you got
I'm just like, what in the world? Hi, everybody. So anyway, again, my name is Valerie Ferguson. And Angela, thank you for doing this for all of us. This is going to be so powerful when it's all done, everybody telling their story. I just want to briefly come on and say, I love MyEcon. I had no idea what I had my hands on when I first got started. The first time I heard about it, I wasn't interested because it was presented to me in a way where you can get rich, And I saw the website, it looked like government stuff. I was like, nah, I ain't messing with this. And 6 months later or so, my sponsor, he's not direct, but he is the one who told me, Cedric Williams, told me about MyEcon. So he called me up one night about 8 o'clock my time. And he said, Val, he said, if I can show you, he said, no, if I show you how to put $200 to $500 back in your paycheck, would you watch a video? And I was like, yeah. And I looked at the clock and I was like, it must be like 11 o'clock for him because I know he's in Memphis. So I said, let me watch his video. So he sent it, watched the video. Next thing you know, I called him back. I said, okay, I watched the video. What do I do next? He said, okay, you're gonna fill out your W-4. You're going to get it printed out, take it to your job. So I did everything he told me to do. Forgot that I submitted my W-2 to my job, my W-4. And anyway, 2 weeks later, I got the income shift and I had forgot. I didn't know where this money came from. I was like, where's this extra money? I was looking, I was like, did I get a bonus? Like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't figure it out. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, it's that income shifting thing, right? So I didn't say nothing. I ain't tell Sid, I ain't tell nobody because I didn't know what I had. And so it happened again 2 weeks later. And I had some more money in my check. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, this is real. So I hit Cedric up. I was like, Cedric, I just got X amount of dollars. I think it was like almost $200, $189 or something. And he said, I said, how do I promote this? What do I do? He said, just start talking about it. So that's what I did. I started posting. I started doing videos. All I knew was income shifting. I hadn't even really looked in the back office. I knew nothing. All I knew is I had a result. I had passion. I wanted everybody to know this. So I started talking about it. And Angela hit me up. She's like, what's this money thing you talking about? And I was like, huh? I was telling everybody, so I had nobody hit me up before. So she said, send me the link. I sent her the link. I tried to circle back to her. When I got back to her about a day or two later, she said, I already did that. I did this. I hit this tab. I did that tab. Next thing I know, 10 days later, Angela was a goal. And that was 30 people. I was like, who is this woman, right? So I started following Angela because she is a powerhouse. She's amazing, you know, and since I've been in MyEcon, I think I cash flowed over $40,000. I don't know the exact number, but it's been over $40,000, right? I've been with the company over 3.5 years. I initially cash flowed like $400, but it turned into $600 a month. So that was like $7,200 extra a year. I've learned about credit. I learned about money. I created an emergency fund 2 or 3 times since I've been in this company. I had one for this pandemic. I'm so excited that I don't have to do the stimulus check and unemployment. You know, I'm solid right now. So I'm so thankful to Sid for calling me up and reaching out to me and, you know, showing me the vision. And I'm so thankful for Angela for reaching out to me and doing what she does for all of us. This is amazing. So thank you again, Angela.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys, you see how one person can end up making a difference in so many different people's lives? You know, because none of us would be here if it wasn't for Valerie running into Sid. You know, so it's just like a domino effect. And like I said, you never know who life you will end up changing. And so next up, I want to bring up this powerful woman here because she do some awesome Facebook Lives as well. She originally was out of Chicago, which is where I had met her from, but she's absolutely powerful. She has now left Chi-Town and went to some Atlanta. How you gonna leave Chicago and go to Atlanta? She did. But let me tell y'all, she got a powerful cash flow and debt, getting out of debt testimony. So I want to bring up Miss Pierre Robinson. Can you hear me, Pierre? Okay, go ahead. You got the flow.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. And yes, I am born and bred Chi-Town all the way, but I had to get away from the cold. My bones was getting too old. I was tired of that snow. I was like, I got to go. But I am here in hot Atlanta, and it's a joy to be closer to corporate. I get to, I mean, literally, corporate is at my back door, y'all, 15 minutes from my house. So I have this extra, like, creep in to Mr. Stokes. But I'm just excited to be here, honored to be on such a powerful team and part of an organization and company that is literally out of this world. I have done a number of different network opportunities, and like Sid said, you know, went to school, got multiple degrees, got my education, but what the school taught me was nothing in comparison to what MyEcon taught me. And what brought me to MyEcon was, prior to the MyEcon Live, I was a successful 6-figure earner in the pharmaceutical sales industry, but then I found out I had a tumor at the base of my brain, and I had a decision to make in 30 days. It was either have surgery or not, and live with the alternative. And I knew I had too much life to live. I'm a jazzy something, baby, and I love to have fun and live life. And I'm like, no ma'am, sir, I'm not ready to go yet. So I had surgery, and unfortunately it compromised my memory. So where I was successful at pharmaceutical sales and I was bringing in these 6 figures every year, I couldn't fake it till I made it anymore. I got my memory back, y'all. So I essentially was no longer a 6-figure earner, couldn't get back into the industry because I couldn't sell myself. When I lost my memory, I lost my confidence. And everything that I had known over all those years from sales, network marketing, I mean, we're talking Amway, Mary Kay, Herbalife, I've done it all. If you remember 5 links, you know I've done it all, okay? And I was good at it, but when I lost my memory, I lost my confidence, so I lost this job. And I couldn't get a job for 4 years. And I'm like, oh Lord. So I drew down my 401k. Major no, yes, everybody knows you don't touch your 401k. But my life said, you got to pull that money down. And a year later, IRS said, hello, you owe us some extra coins. And these notices kept coming in, y'all. And it got to the point where the notices were almost 20 grand. And I was desperate. I'm like 4 years out of employment. I'm on unemployment, can't get back into my chosen field. And what happened? Can y'all still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Can you still hear me? Okay. I don't know what happened. The screen went blank. But I finally was in a group here on Facebook, ran into a young lady who had one question on a post. Have you ever heard of income shifting? And I was like, I know that's a money term, but I can't remember what it was. I mean, memory was shot. Long story short, I did not feel confident because, like Val, I didn't like how the information was presented to me. And it was $79 at the time. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I watched this little skinny man in a video with a striped shirt on. And I'm like, okay, it kind of makes sense. I don't know. So I told the lady, give me 3 days and I'll get back to you. But something inside of me said, you don't have 3 days. You have to get busy because you owe IRS almost 20 grand. Long story short, 4 years in, I've been able to pay back IRS $18,998. I did it in under 2 years. I was like, no, ma'am, I am not looking to be adopted by Aunt Iris and Uncle Sam. So I got rid of them. I'm no longer part of their lineage. And now I am able to cash flow over $40,000. It's been such a great opportunity. I've helped a few hundred others. And then I met the Powerhouse. I was in a different organization at the time. And I saw her. And I was like, I am not in the right place, but God made things happen. And now I'm at the right place at the right time on the right team. And all I can tell you is, if you are like any of us, and you know deep in your spirit that things have been rough and you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, get your ego off your shoulders, stop being vain, and message us. We are all here. Whoever you see this on their timeline, we have passion in our hearts. This is a God-fearing company with a lot of good God-fearing people. So I want you all, we are in uncertain times. We are seeing things we've never seen before. Y'all, wake up, because these stimulus checks, they are not stimulating nothing but your false sense of reality. Okay? And so we have something here where leaders like Angela, Said, Jesus, Keith Tucker, John Pettiford, myself, we will help you. Okay? And we will do it from our heart with all the best intentions to make sure that we reach back and pull you up with us, because we're not looking to leave anybody behind. So that's my story. That's it. That's all. And I'm sticking to it. Thank you for having me on. Love y'all and good night.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Pierre. You rock, you rock, you rock, you rock. Absolutely love it. But we're gonna keep rolling on, y'all. The next person I want to be bringing up, I'm gonna go to Shot. It's a whole lot of Shot Town on here, y'all. You know, I want to kind of mix it up so it ain't everything Shot Town. But I do want to bring up this person here is so awesome. He has the most gentle spirit. He be so excited about MyEcon. He will help you any way he can. It does not matter. But every time I see him, he got a smile on his face. Every time I have an event in Chicago, he is there. He will get off work and drive an hour and a half to come see me. When I have a meeting, it does not matter, rain, sleet, or snow, he gonna show up. So I just want to bring to the stage Mr. Qdonis Odunsi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. How y'all doing today? All right, all right. Well, again, what can I say? MyEcon. Like, I've been smiling since this Zoom has started. I'm just passionate about it. You know, I'm like Miss Angela said. You know, I do have a heart for helping people in whatever the magnitude that may be. Whether it's, you know, assisting them with their car or helping them move some stuff into, you know, the new crib, whatever it may be, I'm there to help. So I mean, a little bit of my story. 2016 is when I started, 2017, I'm sorry, I started MyEcon. And I was in a different space. You know, I was living in Tampa, Florida, was going to school full time to get my aviation degree and just kind of like transition. And I saw, again, a friend of mine created a post, and I inquired about it. And I was like, what is this about? I saw a video of a skinny man explaining some stuff, and it hit. And I was like, okay. So of course, you know, I was a little apprehensive. I did my due diligence as far as just doing some research. But within maybe an hour, I jumped, and I started to get my wings. The knowledge of what I had at that time in just finances, I always like to kind of gauge a 1 to 10. And I was like a 3 in knowing about money and finances. It was bad. You know, I mean, we all were taught, you know, some of the similar things: go to school, get a good job, work for somebody else and create massive wealth for them, but not thinking about ourselves. So I'm not with the 40-40 plan or the scheme, as you can say. Times are changing. We're living in a completely different world. So I had to make a tough decision. And the decision that I made was to choose myself and, you know, my freedom. Trial and errors, you know, I got on the team. I actually saw Mr. Cedric, you know, a couple of videos of his. I started following this guy, and I was like, man, who is this guy? And, you know, kind of connected with him. That brought me to connect with Pierre, then also brought me to connect with Miss Angela. And literally, it changed my life. Like, currently right now, I have cash flowed over $56,000. I have eliminated almost $12,000 in debt. My credit score is a 718. I have investment accounts. I am a day trader. Just my financial IQ has expanded. I don't even talk the same language. I don't have conversations unless it's talking about business or money or multiplying. So I'm kind of straightforward and direct. You know, if I send you a friend request, I'm solely sending you a friend request to see if we can do some business. If we can't, you got to keep it moving. This is the time where the paradigm is really shifting, and we can actually see ourselves as millionaires and multimillionaires. So it's go time. Like, you know, it is go time. If you see anybody on the screen and they're sharing and they're doing a watch party, please get back with them, because their intentions are truly pure to help you to get to the next level. Like my good friend Pierre said, get that ego, kick that thing to the curve. The stimulus money ain't doing nothing. It's actually gonna go on my trading account, but that's another story. But I'm just excited. Like, I'm excited about MyEcon. You know, what can I say? I love MyEcon. I love lifestyle changes, GMT. I mean, everybody on here, you know, just be great. Do what you do. Do it out of pure conscience to help one another. You know, the goal is to reach one, teach one. And if we all connect, by hands, we can all get to a higher place. So that's my time. I'll holler.
Thank you, Q. Thank you, Q. You absolutely awesome. Now, next up, like, I was gonna stay in Chicago, but Chicago is everywhere. I mean, y'all really everywhere. But I wanna go over. We're gonna get out of Chicago just a little bit. But the person I want to bring up is somebody that, when he reached out to me about the MyEcon opportunity, he said, I want to do financial literacy, you know, and I want to become a public speaker. And he said, whatever you tell me to do, I will do. And when I tell you, he is 1,000% coachable. And I mean, he be stepping out on faith. I remember I told my leaders, y'all need to do your own presentations. Guess what? He doing his own presentations. He is on it. He not playing. So I want to bring up none other, and everybody know him on Facebook as Money Mike, Mr. Michael Macklin.
All right. Can everybody hear me all right?
Yes, we can.
All right, all right. Well, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you, thank you. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Mike Macklin, AKA Money Mike, the financial Thanos, because I'm snapping my fingers and I'm turning your financial problems to dust. All right, so let me real quick get into the what's been done for me. I've basically been able to do all 5 of the strategies, because like Angela said, she said, Mike, this is what you do. And I said, all right, I'm gonna do it. So I did the income shifting. I put $300 back in my pocket. I did the cash flow manager to keep proper records as a business owner. Okay, I lowered my tax liability from over $100,000 to only paying taxes on about $20,000. So I lowered my tax liability by 80% just by doing what I was told. The next thing I did is I went on and I started attacking debt aggressively. And I have eliminated 3 cars. I paid off 3 cars in just a year and a half. Now, my whole life, I ain't never paid off a car. I learned from somebody and I did what I was told, and I paid off 3 of them. And I was able to give my daughter a vehicle free and clear, no payments. The next thing I did is I kept being coachable. And I said, okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, now that I got all this money freed up, I'm about to make this money start working for me. I'm about to create a legacy. So what I did is I started investing. I put my money in my 401k, and I also opened up other IRAs for both myself and my child. Because if anybody knows me, they know I love my child with all my heart. I brag on her all the time. I bring her to events because I want her to have a better life than I did. Okay? And the final thing is, I got that credit right. I went from a 700 to now I'm at 819. And because of that, I'm using OPM, or what's called other people's money. I have over $80,000 in credit lines. So I got $80,000 I can put my hands on at any time I want to begin other careers. But more importantly than the financial aspect, MyEcon has done something even better for me. It has given my life a real purpose. See, like Angela said, I had a passion for, getting in front of the people and talking. And it comes from a place of, in my heart, all I want to do is help people. I've always been that way. Like my whole life, all I wanted to do was help people. And I never knew how. I said, what can I do? God, how can I contribute? What can I do for the world? And, I came across this organization. I've been in finance my whole life. I'm a retired staff sergeant, United States Army. I worked as a financial management technician my entire adult life. So I've been around the money my whole life. Didn't have a purpose, didn't know the strategies. But then I learned this, and now I've been able to help over 90 families achieve personal financial success. And more important than that, not just that, it also helped me grow into who I was supposed to be as a person. God made me to be Money Mike. He wanted me to do this. And if you know me, anybody who know me in the past know I was shy, I was timid, I was scared. I didn't get a lot of things done in life because of that. I lived in fear, a fear of rejection, fear of, people not agreeing with me. But because of everything I've learned, like Angela said, she said, dude, just try it. And I did it. I do exactly that. That is that's like my mantra now. Just try it. I tell my team that all the time. Look, you might not believe it right now, but just try it. Again, I tried it and it all worked. People now look at me and be like, Mike, I don't even know who you are anymore. Like you was totally different than you were in school. People look at me like a whole different person. Now people are behind me. They believe in me. And again, my life is now in its purpose. And I am just so grateful for all of the great people I've met, all the great things I've been able to do. And I already told Angela, I'm coming for the top. So y'all just keep looking out for your boy. Hey, thanks for the time. Hopefully I ain't talk too much. Peace.
Thank you so much, Money Mike. I don't know where I'm going, but I think I'm finna go. I know who I'm finna talk to. I'm talking to somebody who didn't even know I was finna talk to. Yes. This is somebody who I absolutely love. She shows up to all of the meetings. She's out of Chi-Town as well. But what I love about her is she's a doctor. You know, I don't know too many doctors. I ain't got too many doctor friends, but I got a doctor on the squad who is also my soror in Delta Sigma Theta. So I definitely want to bring up Miss Dr. Kathy. Come on, honey, go ahead. You got the flow.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Hey. I just want to say I'm so glad to be here. My name is Kathy Ziegler, and I'm just so glad to be part of the best team in MyEcon Lifestyle Changers. I do want to just say, give a shout out to Dave Yarborough, because he's the one that introduced me to MyEcon. And I'm just so thankful and grateful to be in this position today. My life is different. Thank you to my SOAR, Angela Powerhouse Williams, of course, who gives us constant financial advice and has made all the difference for me. Let me tell you, my background is healthcare. Yes, I'm a family medicine doctor. And so every day I'm taking care of people with their health. But I was looking for something. I needed somebody to help me with my finances because I wasn't doing it the best way. So I went to a Super Saturday session that Dave was presenting with, and I learned about this company, this little company that talked about personal financial success, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I needed someone or something to give me strategies and show me how my money can work the best way. Because I'm not trying to work the 40 years, as you heard one of my team members say, and the 40 hours and then retire and for a government check. That's not what I'm interested in. So 2 years ago, I started with the first strategy, income shifting, and $1,000 a month. I started paying off debt. I paid off $20,000 in debt so far. My credit score has gone up. I got a 4-month savings account. Okay. I love the credit repair system. I've mailed off my letters finally. I'm not being hard-headed, so I did it this month last month while people are at home. So maybe I can get some stuff taken off my credit report and the score goes up. I love the Cash Flow Manager app. That's really what I was looking for. I needed a tax shelter. I'm a high income earner and I don't have any kids and I don't have a husband. And I needed to find a way for me that was ethical and was legal and all of that. And that's just what MyEcon is. And so since then, you know, things are so much better. And I took Angela's trading class. And so now I'm a day trader. And I've been sharing opportunities with other people so they can be helped the way that I needed help. And yesterday I found out I got a promotion, y'all, and I was shy like Money Mike, and now I'm just talking to people, and I'm grateful. And thank you for letting me be on here with such greatness.
All right, thank you, Soror. And she got a new house. She forgot that, y'all. She got a new house. So
I did. I bought a house.
Yeah, she bought her a house. Yes. And so the next person is actually out here with me. And let me tell you something about this one here. Wait a minute, y'all. She came into this business, and when I tell you she was so serious about her money, I mean, she used to, she'll get in my inbox, she'll be like, I'm thinking about paying off this. What you think? What you think? You think? And then she'll be like, you know what? I think I want to get some stocks. What you think? And she told me, she said, I'm going to take this business serious because I'm tired of my job and I'm going to find a way and I'm going to get out my job. And so, you know, people tell you all the time that they want to fire their boss. That's something you will hear people say. But people are coming to a business and they'll do absolutely nothing. So that means that you really didn't want to fire your boss. You was just venting to me of your frustration of working, but you are not yet at that place to say, okay, I'm going to do what it takes so that I don't have to be at my job, right? So the person that I want to bring up next, I want her to tell y'all what she just did by just jumping out on faith. And when I say she applied the strategies, she applied the strategies. Wait till y'all hear how much debt she and paid off and what she was able to do. So I want to bring up no other than Miss Carmen Corlez out here in Chicago. Go ahead, Carmen.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
So my name is Carmen, and I have been in MyEcon since January of 2018, so a little bit more than 2 years. And I'll never forget when Marta, she brought it to my attention. I said, well, what? She said, I do I have this other business opportunity, and she left it at that. And I was like, she's not gonna tell me some more. So I just had that in the back of my mind, and then I said, well, you know what? I'm about to go on vacation. I'll be back. I'll start at the new year, new me, right? So I had it in the back of my mind. I was on vacation, and so I came back and I was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm gonna just do it. Oh, okay, I'm back, y'all. Did y'all hear me? Okay. And so I used to get on Marta's nerves because I'd be like, hey, are you sure that you could do this? Are you sure that you could do that? She'd be like, did you look in your back office? And when I tell you, I was in my back office all day, every day. I was obsessed with the fact of becoming debt-free. So to date, my husband and I have paid off over $80,000 in debt. We saved up 1 year of my income because when I tell you I was serious, I was serious. I saved up a year of my income and I left my job a week before the COVID-19 shutdown, right? And so to me, when I walked out that door, it was so liberating. Like I felt like this weight had been lifted off of me that I can't even explain it. All I know is I floated all the way home. So, and it's been great. Like I'm raising my kids, I'm here doing what I want to do. And let me see, I'm looking at my little notes. So my why would have to be, I was in the military for 11 years. And so when I was medically retired, my whole life, like I didn't have a purpose. I felt like, okay, where am I going? What's going on? What do I do next? Right? And so I knew that I had more to give. And my parents come from Mexico. And so I knew that I was the first generation here and that my parents sacrificed everything to give us, a new beginning. And so that was my why. I said, you know what? I cannot let their sacrifices go in vain for me. I have to prove that I will be the number one. I will be the first millionaire in my family. And I'm taking everyone with me. Either they're coming or they're not or whatever, but I'm going, right? And we're completely debt free. We just bought our third home. We have one rental property in Colorado. We have a home for sale right now here in the local area that is actually under contract. So pray for me, y'all. And I have increased my credit score, me and my husband. He's an introvert, so you don't really see too much of him, but he's in here. And we have increased our credit score from the mid 500s to almost 800. I'm 8 points away from 800. And so I have no doubt in my mind that I'm a millionaire. Like I say it, I am. Like everyone that I talk to, I've lost a lot of friends because they don't believe in it. But even 2 years ago, they're still watching me. And I saw this post the other day, and I'm gonna leave you with that is, people waiting for me to, holding their breath for me to fail. Well, I'm gonna let them suffocate because I'm not going nowhere. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. See, that's the mentality you got to have. A lot of people may not join you. Sometimes family and friends don't support you. But what I always tell y'all is you be great. You worry about yourself and you be great. And let them watch you be great. And one day they're going to reach out to you or they don't. Either way, you continue to be great. Okay, so the next person that I want to bring up, let me tell you something. She is so phenomenal. And actually, I believe the co-founder of the company, Ivy Stokes, I think he knows her grandfather. And her grandfather was an amazing businessman. And so we know that it's in her lineage to be great and to be an entrepreneur. And I've been waiting for her to take off because I'm telling y'all, she got it, she got it, she got it. But I want to bring up next Miss Erica White. Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right, you got the floor.
Hi. Hello, hello. Thank you, Angela, for that welcome. And it's so funny that you bring up my grandfather, because I've been sitting here thinking about him the entire time that everybody's been talking, because I was very close to my grandfather, by the way. And as I was growing up, I spent a lot of time in the home with him and my grandmother. And he would always be going to the Max's meetings. And I was like, why is he always going there? He was always going, but he talked about it all the time. And it's so funny that now I'm a part of a company that Mr. Stokes is co-owner of. And I didn't find that out until after I met him. But let me just get into my testimony. I was actually doing the baby steps with Dave Ramsey a few years ago. And, you know, my husband and I, we were doing it, and it was working just fine. And I think I was on YouTube, and I was just kind of looking at some financial stuff, and one of Angela's videos showed up. I think on YouTube, or either I saw a video of her on Facebook, and she just grabbed my attention. Like, I wasn't even really paying attention. I was doing something and I heard her voice. I was like, now who is this lady with talking so loud and strong like this? And she just sounded so powerful, and she just grabbed my attention. And from that day to this one, I've been listening to Angela. Okay, I got into her inbox and I was like, you know, I wanted to know more about MyEcon because it sounded like what we were already doing, but it sounded better. And I'm like, you know, what could possibly be better than Dave Ramsey? And my husband was like, no, you got to be kidding. This ain't something we really want to do. We're doing fine. We got what we have, and we're good. And I was like, no, you have to listen to her. And I, you know, got her video and I played it for him, and he was like, have you contacted her yet? And so we forgot all about Dave Ramsey, and I think we spent a couple $100 on his stuff, but we don't even know where that is now, because we got involved with MyEcon, spoke with Angela, got in the business. I was so excited about MyEcon, and then, you know, just knowing that this was something that, you know, my grandfather knew Mr. Stokes, and I was just so excited. And I advanced within 30 days in the company because I was just telling everybody that I know. I was just telling them, you know, how my husband and I had been able to income shift. That's something that Mr. Dave Ramsey didn't really tell us about, that W-4 thing. So that was a big part of our excitement, and how we were able to bring, I was able to bring $400 back in on my paycheck. My husband was able to bring in a couple hundred on his, and that was like $600. That was a big deal, to have that extra $600 to be able to throw at our debt. And so we were just so excited. I was telling everybody, and before I knew it, Angela was like, you've advanced in the company. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that means, and I don't know what I really did, but okay. So it really does work when you work it, and when you do what you're told to do. That's all I knew, was to tell people about the excitement that my husband and I had, and the results that we had, with just, you know, getting the income back into our paychecks, and taking that and paying off debt, and working on our credit, and seeing that credit score increase. We were just excited, and still excited about MyEcon. I'm very ambitious, and I get a little off track sometimes because I was also working on a master's degree at that time. So Angela kind of gets on me because I get sidetracked a little easy. But this is something that I know that I'll be a part of for the rest of my life, because it's truly a personal finance company. And if you don't bring in a single soul, it is so worth it just for your personal finances. And you have to be able to live this lifestyle for yourself to be able to talk to other people about it and get them to buy into it. Because if you can show them what you've been able to do, then that's all the testimony, that's all the proof that they need. So it has worked for me. I'm very excited. I'm still out here looking for business partners to join me, to join the team. Right now is a perfect time for me to stay focused on just one thing because I don't have to worry about trying to run an agency that laid me off after I worked so hard for them, but they couldn't help it. COVID-19 is taking its toll, but I'm not stressed. My husband's not stressed. He just left not too long ago to go pick up something to eat from Olive Garden, I think. We've just been eating good and enjoying our time off because MyEcon taught us a few years ago to save up. We were not able to save at a rate that we are able to save, that we were able to save after we found out about the extra $600. So we've been able to save a lot more money. We have that 6 months plus that MyEcon teaches us about. So right now, you know, being out of work, we're not stressed. You know, we're enjoying the time off. We're spending a lot of time together and just resting and just enjoying the time off because one day we'll go back to work. But for right now, we have our savings and we're just looking forward to what's next to come. And so I'm excited about MyEcon. I'm going to always be excited about MyEcon. I am so excited about learning to trade. This is something that I've really wanted to do too. So just started that with Angela. And so just excited about big things to come. You need to join us. You need to get a part of this team because truly we are the best team in the MyEcon organization. So thank you, Angela, for having me on tonight.
All right, thank you so much, Erica, and I can't wait. You guys, she's just a natural, so I can't wait till she hit that platinum rank and then that infinity rank because I told y'all it is lonely at the top. Yes. So I'm gonna bring up. I told her about this business 3 years ago. 3. But hey, things happened. It didn't, you know, she didn't partner with the company. And then it was like out of nowhere, in March, she hit me up and she was like, I watched the video. Now I was like, I don't know if she watched the video 3 years ago or she just watched the video in March, but she said, I watched the video, I understand everything, and I'm ready. And I was like, oh, okay, well, here's my link. And the next thing you know, she was in the business. And then before I know it, she was just recruiting people. And it was like a tsunami that started to happen. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. The one thing I learned is that people watch you. And sometimes people watch you and they don't even say anything to you. You don't even know they're there. But the thing is, now she's ready. But what if I had quit? What if I had quit MyEcon? Because had I quit MyEcon, she wouldn't be able to be in the business now. I mean, she could be in the business, she just wouldn't have known me. And so what I always tell people is treat your business like a business and be here a year from now. Be here 3 years from now. Be here 5 years from now, because you never know who will be ready for you when it's their perfect time. So I want to bring up none other than Chevy Giles. Can you hear me? I can't. There you go. All right, you got the floor.
You see me?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You introduced this to me 3 years ago, and truth be told, I've been watching you ever since. And that's pretty much what everybody else is doing. They're just watching to see what you're doing, if you're going to make any changes or accomplishments in your life, so they can make sure that you're really talking about and being about what you're talking about. So yes, I have been watching you this whole time, Angela. Thank you for not quitting so you can bring me on. But yes, I'm very happy that I did join. I'm going to tell you why I really joined. So I am a home-based business owner. I do have my own home-based business. I'm a home-based travel agent. Me and my fiance actually have a couple of brick and mortar businesses as well. However, the reason why I joined is because of the financial literacy. The things that MyEcon teaches and that I've learned so far has never been taught to me, even though I had a home-based business. The tax benefits, the write-offs, keeping track of the expenses, I was never taught that. So I was very intrigued by the knowledge of MyEcon, not so much just being able to write off expenses. Another thing, I never kept track of my expenses. I never kept track of my income. I never focused on getting out of debt. I never focused on investing. I never focused on any of that. And joining MyEcon made me reshift my focus to my financial situation and my financial house first and future first. So that's actually why I joined. And another thing, like I hear a lot of people that I talk to say, you know, you can get these things and you can track these things and you can learn these things many different places. Well, of course, yes, you can, but I don't have that much time because I have businesses. I do still work a full-time job. I would like to learn all my information, track all my expenses, track all my debt, income shift, all of that in one place. I don't want to have an app here, an app there, expense tracker here, a debt tracker there. I want it all in one place so I can see my whole financial house in one place, so I can fix everything at one time in one place. So that's actually what made me join MyEcon, and it's actually working for me. My 9-to-5 job, I make a pretty good size of money, over $70,000 a year, which means that I pay over $10,000 in taxes. Even though I've had my home-based business for a while as a travel agent and my brick and mortar businesses, I had no idea that I was overpaying in taxes. So this actually helped me educate myself to fix my financial situation. So again, that intrigued me to join MyEcon. And another thing was, this is not taught anywhere. It was never taught to me. It was never taught to anybody that I know, and I have a lot of business partners. And so just to self-educate myself, and then most importantly, make money, so educating other people on the things that are not being taught for people that are still in my situation, making this amount of money and overpaying in taxes, it just means a lot. So I get to help people and educate people while I'm helping myself and my own financial house. It just made sense to join MyEcon. So I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm glad you didn't give up on me, Angela. I told you I was coming, and I'm going to be here for a long, long time, probably forever, because I need this. It's not something that I want, and I don't spend money on unnecessary things. This is something that I need to make sure I get my financial house in order and keep my financial house in order. And that's the whole point of it for me. So I'm happy to be here. Hi to everybody. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're doing an amazing job too. And so the next person that I want to bring up, let me tell y'all, when she came into the business, she just came into the business on skates. She was gone. She was so excited. She was on all trainings. She used to send me screenshots of her laptop, of her actually watching all my training videos to let me know that she was taking time and sitting down, and she was going through all the videos, because I got budgeting videos, I got debt elimination videos, I got all type of things. So when you're in MyEcon, you're getting education. It's like going back to school. And if you watch all the videos that are in on our team's website, then it's almost equivalent to having a finance bachelor's degree, which is what I have. So I've literally poured into you all. And she watched all the videos. She would call me and she said, hey, I need help putting my investment portfolio together. And we're going to sit down. And we sat down and we was looking at stocks. And I was like, okay, grab this, grab that. And I said, now remember, you're going to have to watch it and keep up with it. And she was like, Angela, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. And so I know that she's going to be powerful. I know she's going to be a leader in MyEcon. And she just makes me so happy. So I want to bring up Miss Stacy. Miss Stacy McClassy, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you got the flow, honey.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I am Stacy Mack, and just like a lot of people that you've heard tonight, I have a accounting degree, so I have over 20 years of accounting. I also had businesses before joining MyEcon. I joined MyEcon in October of last year. Since then, I have been able to pay off $5,000 plus. I've been able to cash flow $1,120 a month. I have been able to, I have an investment portfolio now, y'all. I didn't have that before. I have that. I have been able to get my credit together. So just a little bit about me. I work in oil and gas, so I make nice money. I have no children and I'm not married, so I pay nice money in taxes. And I did not have a clue that it was a solution to that. And I didn't pay attention to how much tax. I never pay attention to taxes. Taxes is like gas to me. I know I have to pay it, so I pay it. I'm not gonna fuss and cuss about it. I got the money. Thank you, Jesus. Take your money, and I'm moving on. So I never cared about taxes until I income shifted, and I saw that 1120. I said, "Oh Jesus, that's a bag or some shoes." And I was like, "No, that's student loans. That's car note. That's." So I was able to, with the credit repair, I was able to get 2 student loans deleted off of my credit in 22 days. Since then, I've been able to up my credit score over 100 points, which is huge. Because credit-wise, I had money, but because I didn't know the strategies, my credit looked like I didn't have a job, y'all. So the fact that I was able to turn that around with $35 a month, $35 a month. Do y'all hear me? Let me just tell you that I've never paid $35 a month because my goal was to get one person a month and I would never have to pay my membership. So I did just get a raise. I got a promotion last week. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I am gold. Okay. So I'm just super, super excited. Finance is my background. So to me, MyEcon was another bloodline in my body. So it's like, it makes sense. And I wanted to join the business because of the cash flow manager. I have multiple businesses, but I was not keeping my books the way that I should have been keeping it. I was literally throwing away money. I have been able to report my rent on my credit. Like, I never knew that that was even possible. The strategies that MyEcon has is absolutely amazing. It has totally changed my life. And I have been in the business less than a year, and I have been able to do all of these things. With COVID-19, I'm like, okay, so I got to stay in the house. I'm tired of staying in the house. Let's just be real. But financially, I'm straight. I'm not thinking about how I'm going to pay my bills. That stimulus check, I didn't even really know when I got it because I wasn't even looking for it, which was a blessing. So to me, if you watching this live, you get back to the person who this is on their page. We are a family. We all over the globe. We everywhere. So get back with the person, join us, and let's get to the top. Miss Angela can't be the only one at the top now. Come on, let's go. Back to you, Angela.
Oh, thank you. I just love her spirit. She is so awesome. Yes, and she's gonna be at the top because it's long last. Now the next person I want to bring up, y'all, this is the longest live that well, no, it ain't the longest live I did. Y'all know I be talking, but this is the longest testimonial story ever. But the next person that I want to bring up is a firecracker. She actually, she was young. When she first came into MyEcon, I think she was like 24 years old, 23, 24 years old. And she would just get out there and tell everybody about MyEcon. And I used to tell them, well, tell somebody about MyEcon, and if they want details, bring them to me. And she was like, okay, so when is your store hours? I was like, these are the hours that you bring to me. Now, before I know it, she would text me and say, boss lady, I'm finna bring somebody to you. I'd be like, okay, and they'll come. Then another hour later, boss lady. I mean, she said boss lady so much, I'm like, don't you call me boss lady no more, because she was bringing so many people. I didn't know what to do with it, but it was just her fire. And her fire was absolutely contagious. And so she was the very first EVP gold that I had in my organization. And at the time, you had to have 30 people to be a gold. So she was a powerful goal. So I want to bring up none other than Miss Alicia Watson. Can you hear me?
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes, you got the floor.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. I am Alicia Watson, and I'm Angie's AKA Whippersnapper. I love that name. But when I
You got knocked off.
okay,
Now I can hear you.
can you hear me, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what y'all heard, but hi, I'm Alicia Watson. Like I said, I am Angela's young whippersnapper. When I first started my econ, I was 24 years old. I didn't really know too much. I didn't really know too much about the business, but what I knew was it made sense to me. It definitely drew my attention, and I'm like, okay, as of right now, I'm working as a bus driver. I was a big bus driver, and it's like I was getting paid good money, but they was taking so much out, and I'm like, I don't like that. I want all my money. So when I joined it, and she showed me how to income shift, I income shifted an extra, I think $370 a month. And that's all I needed to see. I was in the car making videos. I was at home making videos. I would call Angela all the time, like, Angela, I got somebody coming, because it's like, we never was taught this in school. And I've been on my own since I was 18. My mother passed. That's me, my granny, and my mama down there. But I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. So I literally had to learn everything. And this right here was not taught in college. It wasn't taught in school. So I'm like, I just want to get out here and help everybody that I can. And that's literally what I did. Sometimes I would stumble. I would say things probably wrong, but I'm like, I just got to get the information out there, because when I get in front of Angela, it's going to all make sense. But in 2017, I started having seizures, and I got into a car accident, and I totaled my truck. And I stopped the business, because I'm like, mentally I wasn't there. Like, I just didn't want to deal with it, and I left the business. But the same day that I got into an accident, I also got paid that day from my residuals. And it's just like Angela says, thank God I'm still here. I'm very blessed to be here, and my seizures are under control. I'm fine now. But like Angela say, the money can outlive you. God forbid, if I would have passed away that day, the money would have still been coming through. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So after, I think I've been out the business for like a year and a half, and got back in it, and I'm just like, I'm ready. And one thing that Angela always says is, when it comes to a job, you don't own it, you can't control it, and you can lose it at any time. And I know that for a fact. And it's just like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to work for somebody my whole life. To me, I've always been a boss. Like, that's just how I feel. That's my demeanor. Like, I like to make my own hours. And doing this business, I can venture off with the same business, but like make different legs and go help this person with credit and do all this other stuff. So it's like, I wake up every day excited to be in my econ, because I know what I have to offer is a blessing, and everybody needs it. Literally, everybody can use more money back in their check. Everybody can get their credit up. Nobody really knows about adding rent to their credit, and it's been a blessing for me. And I was the EVP goal before, and I'm gonna be an EVP goal soon. So I'm just like on fire all over again to stop, then come back and just relearn everything. I feel like a college student, but a boss college student, if that makes sense. So if you ever hear this opportunity from anybody, talk to them, because for real, like, you can literally save your now and your generations to come, because this is serious. So yes, that's all I have to say. Thank you, Angie.
All right. Thank you, youngin. And now what I'm finna do is I'm finna bring up another youngin. When I tell you this team was on fire when they came into business, just crazy. I used to be like, they just crazy. But I love them because they were so passionate about it. And so the next person that I want to bring up, I remember he was doing the W4 trainings on his Facebook. He was doing credit repair. He was doing little meetings at little coffee shops. training his team and all that. And if y'all don't know Jamal, y'all finna know Jamal. So I want to bring up none other than Jamal Jackson. Can you hear me? Unmute your phone.
I can hear you. I can hear
All right, you got the flow.
Y'all see me smiling so hard because I'm so proud of my sister, Alicia Watson. That's who actually introduced me into the business. And I want to say thank you because it has changed my life tremendously. I still have so much work to do. But the good blessing about that is because I started young. And I have the determination to get where I need to be. And just a little bit of history about actually why I knew MyEcon was for me. And I'm gonna keep it real short and brief. I remember being 15, 16, and I had my first job at Six Flags, Great America. And I remember coming home and I asked my mom and I said, where's my money? You know, like, you know, where is it going? Where is it going? And I never could get an answer from anybody. And I'm like, what is taxes? And, you know, I'm literally 15, 16 at this age. I'm like, you know, why I done worked all these hours and then I didn't work overtime and I still ain't got no money. I'm mad. I'm trying to buy me some shoes, you know? And I remember, and then high school came, and then, you know, 17, 18, and then eventually 21 came, or 22. And Lisa came to me and she was like, brother, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. And I came to Angie's office with her. And I mean, it was a no-brainer for me because it was everything that I had already been looking for at 15 and 16. And when somebody can show you something versus tell you something, it's something that's very, very powerful. Okay, because you can read it for yourself. And I like to lead people with this analogy. If you can read it, ain't nobody gonna put nothing in a book that you ain't supposed to be reading. So get in those books, that tax book, and read those tax deductions, read about that credit report, read about that renting report history, read all about the stuff and the great testimonies that you've heard here tonight. I mean, because this stuff is powerful. And actually I'm grateful to actually have enough in my emergency funds because I have been laid off. So I'm getting my camera business going. You know, my photography business, I was able to, you know, get all everything that I needed for that. I was able to, you know, almost pay off a car until I got into a car accident and crashed my Camaro. I mean, it was some amazing things that I was able to do here. But I do want to say thank you again, Angie, for, you know, being that coach, being that leader for me. And that's it.
All right. Thank you. I'm telling you, they was like a whole young quick click. I'm trying to tell y'all. y'all ain't experienced MyEcon if y'all ain't been around them. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother level. The next people.
Thank you.
Yes, the next person that I want
to right.
The next person I want to bring up is none other than my fraternity brother from Omega Psi Phi. Yes. None other out here in Chicago. And I'm telling y'all, he was so passionate about MyEcon. He was talking to everybody about MyEcon. And he was like, MyEcon just makes so much sense. Why people just don't get it? But he stayed committed and he keeps fighting the fight. And I want to give the stage to Andre Harris.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
All right.
I just want to say that when I first heard about MyEcon, my cousin and my aunt brought me to the Gurney Library, and I'm sitting in the back, you know, take my little notes, and I'm just listening to Angela talk, and everything she was saying made sense. And so I was like, hey, do I get to meet her? You know, can I meet her? And so my aunt introduced me to Angela, and ever since then, I've been committed to MyEcon. I still talk to a lot of people. I haven't done a live video. I'm working my way towards that, but just the things that the things that I've learned as far as paying off the debt. Me and my wife, we paid off my car. We're almost done paying off her car. We got a house in the last year and a half, all from following the strategies. We have an emergency fund, I talk to people in my church all the time about it. In my church we did a Dave Ramsey thing, but then I feel like Dave Ramsey was missing some of the pieces that Angela talked about all the time. And so I just want to say that, you know, we've been using the strategies. We have a plan to pay off our house in about 12 years. I love the cash flow strategist, you know, because that relays out your whole situation. The whole bloody mess can go in there, and it tells you how you're gonna, when you retire. It shows you when you're gonna pay off your debt, and I just love it. I want to thank Angela just for, you know, being there for us, and we're lucky to have her. As far as us that live in the Chicagoland area, to have her like 10 minutes from me, you know. I mean, just I feel like I don't ever want to disappoint her, but I don't want to disappoint my family. But I just feel like I'm just happy that we have her here. If we have questions, we can go to her. All the people on our team. I'm looking on here. I see Adrian Carter's on here. She and my wife are good friends. They went to college together at Xavier, and so we went to a reunion a few months ago, and I saw her down there, and we talking about, oh, you're writing this off, right? You know, so basically, you know, we wrote it off as a business trip, but I mean, really, it's just everything's business. So I would tell everybody, make sure you make everything business every day. But I just love this team. I see Esther's on here. Everybody, Q. I just called Q last week. I hit him up on a messenger last week asking him questions. So I just love the team. It's like a family. And I know everybody has their situation, but if we just keep using the strategies that we're learning here. I remember Ivy Stokes came here over the summer, the co-founder. I got to have lunch with him. Just like me, him, and another person during everybody went on lunch break. I got to meet with him. Just listening to him, along with what Angela was saying. I just feel like it's a special family, and I feel like when we have the message that we have, we really can spread it to many people. Now, we may not get, you know, people might hear us in a little, you know, they hear us, and they may not join right away. But you know what? Like Angela said, hey, we got real people here. We got real results. And so I just like the fact that just keep pushing away. And Angela, thank you, and everybody on this team. Alicia Bodie, everyone here. I see everybody. Doc, you know, everybody. I appreciate you guys and how you inspire us. Michael, Mac, I watch him. I mean, that man, he gets so hyped up, and I'm inspired by all of you on here, and we just want to keep pushing forward to help the community, especially in a time like now. So thank you, Angela.
All right, thank you. I love Andre. He's staying committed. The next person that I want to bring up, we got some people on the floor too, y'all. The next person that I want to bring up is when I did this lady right here is so amazing, because anytime we have any type of meeting, she the first person there. When I tell you, I don't think that I have ever had a training and she was not there. I don't think I could think of any time she was not there. And the passion that she had for wanting to help people in the community, and the fact that she's over 60-some years old and she still hit EVP goal, that means that everybody here has no excuse for not working and building their business, that she will put all us to shame. She outworked all us, you know what I'm saying? So if she can unmute herself, Miss Esther Johnson, is you out there? Let me see if I could unmute you.
Yeah, I am.
All right, you got the flow.
Thank you, Angela. I like helping people. That's me, always been me. MyEcon have done so much to me for my age, and not to know the things that I knew until I got with MyEcon. I can imagine what the young kids going through in school, not learning anything. I've been able to pay off debt, and I'm on Social Security. I'm on a fixed income. I've been able to pay off over $3,000. I've been able to save money. I can't cash flow because I don't work, but that's okay. Because with this here virus going around, my kids are off work, I'm able to help them out because they don't have the income coming in like they used to have. I'm able to help my granddaughter. I brought my granddaughter in a couple of weeks ago. She was so excited. Oh, grandma, I get to help do my taxes. I have to do this. And she sent out her dispute letters to get her credit straight. I'm like, all right, you got your business going. Let's get everything else straight. So I'm telling you, if I can do it at 63, there is no excuse for no one not to be able to do it, because I'm trying to leave a legacy for my great granddaughter and my great grandson that's on the way. So thank you so much, Angela.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Esther. You heard her. If Miss Esther can do it, y'all can do it. Now, we got a couple of Jose's on here, but you know, one Jose I said I wasn't gonna put on the spot, but I think I might put on the spot only because I just heard about his testimony, and I was like, who is this? He was able to save how much money? And so I just want him to tell you all how much money he has actually been able to save for him and his family. So if we can get him on here, because I know you ain't got to say that much, but I want them to know, Jose Reyes, I want them to know how much you have saved for your family. So there you go. You got the flow.
All right. Well, how you guys doing, everybody? My name is Jose Reyes. I'm new to this. All right. I was presented by Carmen. She's my cousin, so she blessed me with this opportunity, and this is really, really, really good for me. I was in there renovating, doing my own business, like when I renovation business and stuff. So I was doing her bathroom and stuff. So and then she started, talking to me and stuff about this opportunity, and I was like, I said, hey, what do I need to do? Where do I need to sign up? Like, let's do this right now. Like, how much is it? Like, I'll do it, because I'm just so hungry. Like, money, I'm very hungry in like succeeding, and moving on forward. I'm 27 years old. I feel like, other people have done it, I can do it too, and I really want to strive to do this. And yeah, like you said, Angela, you mentioned about me saving. I told Marty yesterday, we interacted, we talked for a little bit, and then and she, she was asking me, and I said, hey, you know what? I said, yeah, and I've been in MyEcon for about a month. Yeah, March 12th was the day I signed up, and so yeah, I mean, I've been able to save up. Right now, I have my bank account saved up $11,000. So and and check this out. I got the return letters, the return things from I'm on it, you know what I mean? I want to, I want to do this. I want to change my life, and I want to be able to buy my first house, and just provide all this, all these great opportunities that you guys offer. I'm so grateful for you guys. Like, this has been the best thing that has happened to me, besides me opening up my own business, So now I have two, and I can, I met one, or I seen this one of my old friends, and he said to me the other day, we bumped into the store, and he was like, hey, congratulations on your second business. And I said, this is like, I never thought this would be me, and it's just like, me being, Mexican stuff, my friend, like, same with Carmen, our first generation, being here in the U.S., to us is like, I mean, if you guys weren't informed, we were definitely not informed, we definitely didn't know nothing about, what was going on. So this is really big, like, and I'm doing the transition of like getting all my family members and like, hey, you guys, like, let's do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're very family orientated, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that, like you guys are saying, like, there's a lot of, how do you explain, how can you say, pride, in a lot of our, especially in the male, format, I guess you want to say, so like, but now my father's like, he's being a little bit more, flexible, and he's starting to get convinced and stuff, like, hey, this is, I said, hey, you know, you do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to wait and see results, like, that's on you, but you're just wasting time, you know? So I'm just like, you know, I'm like, hey, I'm going to move on forward and that's it, you know? I don't want to talk too much because I get carried away. So if anybody wants to talk to me, you know, hey, yeah, I want to meet other people. I want to meet all you guys. I really do. And whatever it takes, hey, you know, I'll do it. Whatever there is, Angela, I got a lot to talk to you about.
All right, but hey, we're gonna get up to with each other so we can meet, we can Zoom and talk and come up with a game plan for you, because I like working with people who hungry. If you're hungry,
oof,
I can definitely show you how to get this money.
Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. You guys, I'm telling you, I wish, man, we were all like in the same room. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go up and give everybody a hug.
That's
all right, guys.
All right. Thank you. And up next, I want to bring up, where did she go? Because I know I had just seen her. I don't see her now. She might have stepped away. But there she go. All right, I want to go in back to Chicago. And this is actually one of Q's partners, because that's how I met her. I met her through TU, and they were like the dynamic duo. But she'll reach out to me and she was like, you know, I'm ready to run. I'm serious about this. I want to make this happen. And I know she got it in her. She just took her some boss pictures. I seen her. She's revamping her Facebook page, and I love it. But she's absolutely amazing. So I want to bring up Miss Adrienne Carter.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
So just a little bit about how I started. Me and Q actually went to high school together, and we kind of like got back in touch. We had a meeting for our class, and he sent me a friend request on Facebook. And one of the first posts that I saw was he was like, I'm helping 3 single mothers. He did a post. It was a promotion. Well, no, his promotion. He bought coupons, and he was like, I'm helping 3 single mothers. And I'm like, okay, that's me. But that mindset of I didn't want to be labeled as a single mother. I said, but I already was into Dave Ramsey, me and my sister. And I said, I want the information, you know, because everything he was posting, I was like, I'm with it. Yes, I need this in my life. And so I reached out to Q. I was like, what you talking about? He was like, I'm gonna give you this code, but you gotta sign up tonight. I was like, wait, hold on for a second. Let me come back. Let me make sure my bills in order, because if it's a membership, you know, I gotta make sure I could, you know, because I don't like to start and I like to finish, you know, I like to continue going. I don't like to start and then go by the wayside. So I hit him back like maybe like a week or two. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. He sent me the code. I signed up. And what I didn't know, of course, when you adjust your W-4, it pays for itself. You know what I'm saying? If you work in a regular job, you do the W-4 adjustment and you're actually paying taxes, the membership pays for itself. So from then on, I was like, listen, I'm in it. I'm not ever leaving MyEcon. And I already had that in me, but I didn't know Miss Angela. Didn't know Miss Angela. So Q say, hey, listen, we got to get with Miss Angela. And I was like, who is that? So put me on. We met she did a presentation at the library in Chicago on King Drive. And I was like, listen, we got to go. We got to move. We got to get on it. And so since then, I'm one of those people that I watch. I'm one of them people that can be in a room and you'll never hear me, but I'm watching everything. I move under the radar so much, and so many people be like, you can do this and you can do that. Listen, when I started MyEcon, I already had my body butters. I make body butters. I was working in the medical field. I have been able to, I fired my boss. This is how powerful the strategies are, okay? And listen, you don't have to be a millionaire to be powerful and to know your worth and your strength. Because I can tell you right now, I ain't making no whole bunch of nothing, but I got it here. I'm never pressured about money, never worried about money, okay? I just bought a building right before I quit. I'm able to be here for my kids more. You know, I don't have to worry about getting off work, whether I can go on a field trip with them. I can be present for my kids and my family. You know, that's the power of MyEcon. And let me tell you, no matter how much money you make, you can learn how to spend it. And so, like I tell a lot of people, it don't matter how much you make at your job, because that's one decision away from you losing it. You know, and it's a lot of people that take it for granted, like, oh, I make 100,000, I don't need this. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All my friends, we went to school together. We got real good relationships, real good bonds, but they lacking. They don't notice. We have not been taught to take advantage, to read the tax codes and to take advantage of that. As a people, we haven't. So learning the game in MyEcon, it is so powerful, so powerful. Oh my gosh, MyEcon is everything, everything. To be able to fix the power of knowing you can write a letter and fix your own credit. Hello, okay? Who right now can say, I got 3% on my house? Who? 3% interest. That is who? Most people are starting out 5, 6, 7% interest on your home loans. That's the power of MyEcon, okay? You can build your credit and be like, what? I ain't got to accept that. You better come back with a different offer. Hello. I don't need you. That's the power of MyEcon for me, okay? It's the strength. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't speak this much, but when you ask me a question, I swear I get to talking. I'm sorry. But that's the power of MyEcon for me. I love it. And I wish more people would get into it, because we all need it, especially if this day and time ain't enough evidence for you, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. This shows you that you can lose it all in a decision from somebody else. So I'm just happy that I got in MyEcon, and I wish that, you know, this testimony would just be an eye-opener and a wake-up call for more people, our people just in general. I see you, Martin. Yes. Yeah, I'm the quiet one, but you give me the talking and I will talk your head off. And I need to do more talking, and that's coming. But I'm one of them people that, yeah, I'm building my team slowly but surely, but I really wanted to focus on me first, me trying, you know, build my family, but I'm building my team too. So I'm here, and that's what MyEcon, and I just thank you, Miss Angela. Like, you are such a big man. This trading class, listen, come on now. Like, who teaching you to trade? Who teaching you to trade out here? Who opening up your eyes to do all that? I'm just so ecstatic and happy. Just like, MyEcon is the bomb. That's just it for me. So thank y'all.
Go ahead, BF.
Y'all, I'm probably in utter shock, because I didn't even know that Adrienne could talk. I'm telling you, I had never heard her voice. In the time that I've known her, I don't think I have ever seen her lips move. I'm confused. She has shocked me.
I just said, Angie.
She has shocked me. I'm sitting looking at the screen like, who is that? But see, you have set yourself up, because now that I know that you can talk, I'm gonna have you doing a whole lot of talking. So thank you, ma'am. I've been wondering whether or not you can talk, but now I know, so I'm gonna put you to work. And yes, the next person that I'm bringing up is one of the first people that joined me in the business. Everything that I be thinking about, I always run it past her. She's like my little calm voice when I be all over the place. But she is powerful. She got one of the largest teams within my team. And she's also a EVP Platinum. So I want to bring up Miss Marta Cunningham. Can you hear me?
Hola.
All right, go ahead.
I've been over here spinning my wheels, of course, trying to figure out what I want to tell y'all. So y'all know I'm not good at just talking. So let me just go ahead and get this out the way, and then y'all can ask me questions, or Angie, you can ask me questions. So let me just go ahead and tell y'all what I've done so far. I've been in the business for 3 years. I have cash flowed $406 per month, which equals $4,872 a year, which is what? A little over $14,000, right? I have multiple emergency funds. I have over a year's worth of living expenses saved. I'm still working on my credit score. It's still sitting at 767. I'm trying to get to the 800 club. And I really need to fire my boss, like for real. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I love what I do. I literally love MyEcon. I love helping other people. It's truly my passion, and I love to see other people win. So most of you know, I do something on the side, like 1 to 2 times out of the month at Starbucks. And I just help people like get re-engaged, or I do, mini meetups with people just to get them back on track, because this is something that I'm truly passionate about. I'm not good in front of a room, but if you get me one-on-one or in a small setting, I'm good. I don't have anything else to say.
What a girl. Well, I just want you to know that I sure enough appreciate you. And she took her Starbucks meeting and made it an online meeting, and they just had one, so she will continue to do that. Marta actually does all of the money management sessions to make sure that everybody is getting their finances together. So I definitely appreciate you, honey. We're gonna roll along, because we almost wrapping up, y'all. But I want to bring another person on up here. She probably don't even know that I'm gonna call her, but yes, I'm gonna call her because I absolutely love her. Miss Lori. Lori, is you out there, Lori? Do y'all know if Lori is out there? Where's Lori boy? Where? Can you unmute yourself?
I did. I'm here.
Okay, well, yeah, she here, y'all. Tell them your story. Shocked you, didn't you? That's why I didn't want to lead up to it, because you knew I was talking about you. So I was just gonna put you on the spot. Go ahead and tell them, Lori.
Yeah, okay. Well, hello everybody. Good evening. I am Lori Boyd. I actually came into MyEcon in February of 2017. I too am just like a couple of other ladies. My daughters are grown and out. I am divorced. And when you're growing up, and like you say, your parents, and you don't learn anything about the finances, and all you do is just learn to spend the money. And my father always told us that you had to be in debt in order to live comfortably. And so I believe that, and I was in debt. And after my divorce, even in the divorce, I got the bulk of our debt. I ended up having to buy a court order. Let's understand that. A court order, I had to pay. I almost cussed. I had to pay him monthly But I was able to pay off all of that debt, done with all of that. And since I've been in MyEcon, I've actually paid off $23,000 of debt. I've increased my credit score 73 points. I've done all of the strategies, and I am currently about halfway into the 6 to 12 month savings. Everything else is saved. And when I'm talking to people about MyEcon, and it's mostly military people that I talk to, that I'm usually around more so than anything else, they'll have the nerve to ask me, well, let me see your taxes at the end of the year. And it's about, what? And then they just act like it's just foreign to them to want to have more, to want to save the money, and then to believe or not to believe anything about the income shifting. What makes you think that, you're giving up all that tax money? And I see you might, good and well, that tax money that Uncle Sam, he take and he don't care, and it just eats you to the core. And so when you saving all of that extra money and you're using it to take care of everything and just pay off everything, and you still not using any of your regular check, your regular money, and then as that money is growing and that money is looking and you're learning all of these different strategies, I never would have thought I would want to buy into stock. But I have grandbabies, and I got 2 coming next month, actually. Them little men, when they get grown, they gonna be halfway rich, if not always rich, because BMall is finna buy some. I'm finna buy them some stock, because I'm learning that part of it also. And I just can't see myself at this point coming out of MyEcon. I can't see that. I am 57, so I am well over that hump of getting ready to retire. And I have to prepare. I'm by myself, so I have to prepare. And I just can't see myself ever just in my right mind walking away from MyEcon. I'm not going to do it. And then, if Angela, y'all, if ever I do come up against somebody that wants to spend some time with me, oh, let me help you understand, little fella. If you ain't doing what I'm doing, you ain't gonna do. It's just all it is to it. Hey.
Right. You gotta be evenly yoked, or it does not work. It does not work. You can't have a household where one person want to save money and the other person want to spend it. It just ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. But thank you.
Thank you.
And y'all, we getting close. This was the marathon of all marathons. Woo-hoo. But I want to bring up this lady. Let me tell you something. This lady, she another one I didn't know talk. Because when I did see her and met her, she just said very little. She was at the training. She was looking around. And then it was like out of nowhere, she started building a team. And I'm like, who is this Felicia girl? And where she come from? She quiet? Well, she's just bringing in people. I'm like, what's going on? And then I said, okay, whatever's going on, she locked and loaded, and she ready to take over. And I see that she's serious about this money. And so I want to bring up Miss Felicia Cooper. You got the flow.
Hey, Angela. Oh my goodness, I did not know you were gonna call on me. Oh my goodness. So, hold on, baby. So I got started in MyEcon in last year, February 2019, by way of my longtime friend, Michael Macklin, Money Mike. So he put the information in front of me via text and everything. So I checked it out and I signed up immediately. He didn't have to tell me any steps, because I wanted to do, hold on. Sorry. So I want to do the steps, to know that I'm serious. I just go ahead and do the things on my own and start getting moving and shaking. So long story short, my experience since being in MyEcon is that I knew somewhat about income shifting, but not the in-depth of it. I followed Susie Orman. I followed the Dave Ramseys. I followed the budget nanny person I see on CNBC and all that. But I knew once I started working the strategies of MyEcon, I knew that I was missing a key ingredient, which is the power of income shifting. I shifted to this day a total of $188 per month back into my household. I started working the business on my own and doing my own, getting my own results, and did that for the first 6 months. So I tell you, I improved my credit score. I bought my first home, which I'm sitting in right now, and I'm super excited about that. The main powerful thing about being in MyEcon that I learned for me was that I used the cash flow strategist plan. I have a light at the end of my tunnel, and I know for a fact that keep on doing what I'm doing, that all of my debt, including this house that I just bought this past August, will be paid off in less than 10 years. I put my daughter, my oldest daughter, I have 2 girls, it's my youngest. I put my daughter into the business with me, so she is my first employee. So I get to have that tax deduction for that. I keep track of all my business expenses, and doing my taxes, Miss Angela, I've got the biggest refund I've ever received in all of my 20 years of working. I'm so excited about that. So this business has been a game changer for me, for my family. It's not just about me, it's about them. I open investments account and stockpile for them. So teaching them about stocks, and they're going to pick their own little stocks of what they want to have in their portfolio. And I am super excited. I think I talked too much by now, but my heart is racing. I'm so excited. I did not know I was going to talk, but I'm so happy to be here. I am not leaving MyEcon at all. I'm telling my friends, I'm telling my family, they want to see my results. I show you my results, and you wish that you had joined when I joined. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, you rock, you rock, you rock. And the next person that I'm going to bring up, let me tell you something about her. She another one that's hungry too. I remember her getting in my inbox, and she was like, I'm trying to learn this investing. I'm looking at these charts. I just want to make sure that I'm getting this right. I get in, and the candles go a total different way, and I'm just trying to make this happen. And I'm like, you know what? With patience, honey, you're going to be a rock star in trading. And I'm already seeing her posting that she is finally getting it. And so she's going to be able to make money out the comfort of a home. She makes the best Facebook Live videos. I don't know how to do all that animation and all that stuff, but when I tell you that her Facebook videos be lit, they be lit. So I want to bring up none other than Patience Live. Can you hear me?
Oh man, I've been waiting. I've been excited. Yes. Where do I start? Well, I'll tell you, quick story. My mom taught me about business. My dad taught me how to work hard. I went to college, got a lot of debt there. Went to the military, got hurt there, and then I went back out into the workforce. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I called my daddy one day and I was like, Dad, is this really all life has to offer? And my dad was just he's the work hard person. So he was like, yeah, baby, you just get up and do the same thing every day. And I said, well, that's not gonna work for me. And he laughed at me, y'all. He laughed at me. And I remember, I'm a stubborn person. I'm a Virgo, but I'm real bullheaded. And I said, you know what? Don't believe me, just watch. And no lie, I kept researching, kept doing little things. I had been doing little things throughout the year. Yes, I was that person that was taking their W-4 and moving it and changing it. I was that person that was putting a little bit of money over here, a little bit of money over there. But my cousin, Felicia Cooper, actually reached out to me, and I don't even know how we even got on it, to be honest. And she said, you want to take a peek? And in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm open to it because this job is getting on my nerves. And something has to give. So I took a peek and I said, well, let me look over my finances real quick and I'll get back to you. And if it's doable within my finances, then I'll go ahead and do it. And she said, well, investing in yourself is priceless. And I was thinking to myself, like, how many times have I heard that? And I've done different little things, other things before, don't get me wrong. I used to be in the travel industry too. So for the young lady who said something about that, I totally understand that, but it was a liability for me, I'm not gonna lie. So I took a peek, and I, of course, was interested in just being an open-minded person. And so I got in, and since then, I was able to learn how to do all this stuff the right way, how to do W-4 the right way. Like I said, I did have a job at the time, but at 33, which was last year, I fired my boss. I'm sorry, he had to go. My debt and everything, I've been able to get errors removed. I actually did a video maybe 2 weeks ago about on how to do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I can talk to people, but I'm not, this is new for me, as far as getting out here and really talking to people and making videos and stuff. I've, dabbled or whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, I might seem a little confident, but for real, I'm shaking in my boots. But it's just really, it teaches me so much, because even though this is mainly maybe about finances, I'm learning that life itself is about strategies. So that's what I take from the overall thing of MyEcon. Like I said, I'm just grateful and thankful because I was able to fire my boss at 33 years old. I do work from home. I've created a 5-figure income just off residuals, and now I'm in this trading class, and we're getting a little better. But so we're working towards 6. So I just tell anybody, if anybody laugh at you like my folks laughed at me, just tell them, don't believe me, just watch and just keep pushing. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep pushing. I just encourage everybody to do the same thing, and just let anybody that's out there know that, look, it's not over. You can do it. I promise you. And that's about it.
All right. Thank you. You rock. Now, the next person that I want to bring up, because like I said, we are starting to wind down. Now, where'd she go? She probably left on purpose. I'll find her later. I'm going to get her, because she's been up here all this time, and all of a sudden she disappeared. You wait till I see her. I want to, again, move on. This lady, she's been down with us a long time. I want to say, I think it's been in MyEcon. Has it been 3 years? I think it's been three years. But I always get in her inbox, and I'll be like, invite some more friends. I want you to post on your page. And when I tell you that she has done a completely 360, when I tell you that her social media posts be so creative and so pretty, like she really and just like stepped out of her box. Because I always say that your breakthrough and your money is outside of the little box that you've been keeping yourself in. And so I've seen her jump on out there on face. She don't even know I'm talking about her. Miss Etta, kill it. Yes, ma'am, I'm talking about you. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself so we can hear ya.
Talk about stepping out of the box. Oh my God. I've just been listening at everybody's testimonies, and I'm like, wow. The value of a dollar. The value of a dollar. That's all I got to say. Years ago, Erica White was talking about this business, and she kept asking me. And finally, she invited me over to her house, and we listened to you, Angela. I was the only one that came to the meeting, and I said, I got to do this. But at that time, my money was not right. Then the price, I'm being raw here. The price went down, and I said, I got to do this because I'm working at home. I got this home-based job. I think I know it all, but this is telling me I don't know it all. The value of a dollar. So I learned about repairing your credit, how you can increase your credit score. Oh my God, stuff that my people perish for lack of knowledge. So I'm just saying, I'm just so excited. I have gotten rid of $12,000 in debt, just gone. I'm out of my box, okay? Stepping outside the box, gotten rid of $12,000 of debt. Just sharing the knowledge with everybody, because I believe that they need to know that they have options. It's not about paycheck to paycheck, and it's more that you can do with your paycheck, okay? just sharing the knowledge. Thank you, Angela, for pushing me out there. Thank you, Erica, for introducing me to this opportunity. I'm all about MyEcon now, and I'm going to share it with everybody I know. If they don't listen to me now, they'll be back because I won't stop talking about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like I said, you absolutely rock. Now I see the person that I was finna bring up. She been with us for a long time, and she applied all the strategies. She got an amazing cash flow story, and she always on Facebook Live, and she be telling people what they need to do, especially them young people. She be telling you what you need to do. She don't even know I'm finna bring her on. But I want to bring on none other but the famous Miss Alicia Bodie. Yes, unmute yourself, girl.
No.
Yeah. Well, we hear you now.
Look, I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying all this. I'm like, this is nice, you guys. This is awesome. It really, y'all motivate me because sometimes people be sending me off, but I have to bring myself back because I got to think about what's very important to me. And MyEcon is very important to me. I've applied everything that's possibly. I'm so good. I'm great. I promise you, y'all. It ain't to throw shade at none of my other coworkers stuff, but I'll be looking at them stressing. I'm like, girl, I ain't stressing. I ain't firing my boss because I got a job like that let me sit up and do absolutely nothing, and they pay me to do nothing, But when I first went to Angela to a MyEcon presentation, the person that brought me there, I didn't even know where I was going. I thought I was going to a church meeting because the girl, she was like, join me at 7 o'clock at this place. I got up there, and Angela was up there, and she was talking. As soon as I heard her talk about them student loans, because let me tell you, I got 2 masters, $200,000 in student debt. I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm be paying student loans till the day I die. On my tombstone, it's going to say, she still owes student loans. But anyway, so I just said I was excited. I understood it. I agree, parents didn't teach us much about money, but I understood what she was saying. I understand the whole concept about income shifting. And I think when I first started income shifting, the first thing I did was I income shifted like almost $400. And I was like, let me give me this emergency savings first. So I started working towards that. And then I had owed the IRS like $9,000 because I was another one of them my story is sort of similar to Lori. Divorced, took all the debt, had to pay spousal support, just ran me through the ringer, But when I joined MyEcon, that first year of MyEcon, I paid off the IRS. And now I get refunds because I wasn't getting no refunds before. That was I paid them off. Like, I did my taxes, whatever I owed, just take the taxes. I don't even care, just pay it off. So once I paid that off, then it was all good. And then I started, I understood it. And Angela, I started having parties at home. I was like, I was having all the, just having these, come to my house. I'm feeding them because, you feed people, they come. So, I'm like, come to my house. Angela came. And from there, it wasn't nowhere but up. And I'm just like, to this very day, I've able to, with Angela's help, I started my own tax business. I'm telling y'all, I be doing so many people taxes, I be telling people no. I don't even, that's bad when you don't want no more money, right? Because I be like, no, I'm good. They still asking me to this very day, you still doing taxes? I'll be like, no, no, I'm done. So, and I open up, I do my own nonprofit that I'm actually able to fund it myself. So I'm giving these kids programs to come for free. Because I know parents are struggling. I want to be able to, and in my programs with these kids, I want to teach these kids some financial, start them young, train them up. That's the name of my program, you guys. So if y'all ever on Facebook, go like my page, see what we doing. We got a lot of stuff. COVID don't set me back, but we're going to keep moving. But I appreciate you, Angela. I appreciate Marta and her, the coffee shops. I appreciate, I appreciate everything. And you guys are great. Like Andre said, we've been in, forget that. That was our motto. We in this together. We've been in this together since day one. Donald Trump them stole that. That was ours anyway. So you all are great. I love you all. listen to y'all stories. I'm sitting here now going, let me change some stuff off my Facebook page and stop fooling with these crazy people and start getting back to business as usual. Quit letting them throw me off my square with all their nonsense about these stimulus checks, right? So I'm just done. I'm still saving. My husband, he came into the thing and he loved it. He loved it. He ain't going nowhere. I probably couldn't make him go nowhere because FedEx was getting him real good, real good. He made real good money. And FedEx was killing them with the taxes. They was like, and then he was doing a lot of overtime and stuff. So he was paying almost close to $10,000-$12,000 tax and wasn't even getting number 4,000 back. I'm like, so where was the rest of his money at? So we got that money back and it came into our household. So yes, we're doing good. So thank you all. This is great. Everybody keep up the good work. Let's keep encouraging each other. We're a team, one team, one goal. We all gonna be at the top because what we're gonna do, Andy, we're gonna buy the block. And we're gonna have so we're gonna buy the block. So we're gonna be at the top. We're gonna have a whole plaza with nothing but us. Everybody gonna have their own business in that plaza, black owned.
Right. There you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got that mentality. That's what we're doing. We're doing this so that everybody get their financial house in order, so all of us can come in together and become big time investors. That's what it's all about. And so this next person that I want to bring up, and y'all, we winding it. This is the longest testimony webinar I've ever did in my life. I'm gonna be able to slice and dice. We got so many testimonies that it is crazy. Our market is gonna be crazy. So this next person that I want to bring up, literally, she reached out to me and she had told me that she wanted a better life. She is at home, working at home. She was doing other businesses when I met her. And when I tell you, whatever I tell her to do, she actually does. She texts me every day, literally let me know what she's working on. She has me look at her Facebook page. When I tell you she just ready. She's just ready, and she's willing to make this work, and she want to do it for her family. She probably don't even know I'm finna call her up, but I'm finna call her up. Miss Michelle, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Angela.
Yes, you got the flow.
Yes. Gonna bring me in tears. I started MyEcon back in 2018. Angela is my fourth sponsor. When I first got in MyEcon, I was just told, just recruit. I knew it was a personal financial success company, but that's all I knew. Now, since I got under Angela, my daddy told me how to budget. He said, sometimes you got to get in debt to get out of debt. But life got me. I got off of budgeting. Back in last March, I didn't get 2 of my child support checks. And I make enough in my child support check. I get $15.78 a month. And I'm like, this is crazy. I should have at least $400 or $500 a month in my savings. So I called Angela. I said, I can't do this no more. I need a budget. And Angela sat down. We got a budget together. And this month, before Corona, before I come out shutdown on the 30th of April, I'm going to have 200 saved in my savings. I got 100 now. So, and I'm not able to do the income shifting because I haven't worked since 2017. That was the last time I worked on a job. When I worked, I didn't even make enough to do income tax. So I couldn't even think, I'm like everybody else income shifting, but just budgeting. I was able to shift money back in my pocket. And like I said, when I first started, I didn't know about branding. The last 4 months, since I've been about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, I didn't know how to brand myself. I'm just now learning how to do attraction marketing. And I'm learning through Angela. Angela is a lifesaver for me and my kids. I'm a single mother of 4. I got an oldest daughter that's 25. I got an 18-year-old son, a 15-year-old daughter, and a 10-year-old son. And I am a single mother. Had divorced, but yeah, so I didn't know how to invest. I didn't know. I just started her investment class, and I am so excited. I'm repairing my credit. Matter of fact, I will start sending out my letters tomorrow. And I'm really learning now what MyEcon is about, because at first I didn't really know. And I just tell Angela all the time, I am so grateful and so thankful that she's in my life. I'm teaching my kids. Matter of fact, I'm going to get my 15-year-old daughter her business going and everything. So yes, I'm just so happy because, you know, I'm learning now. And my goal, I've set a goal. I haven't told it yet, but I would say here before the summer's over, because I am on housing, I want to get off of housing because I know every time the government do something, they target people on housing. And I'm coming off of it in July of 2020. And so I'm listening to everybody's testimonies, and y'all were just blowing me away. And they're just more inspiration for me. So yes, I want to get off of housing and be out for everything with the government. And I'm a new tax preparer too. So I've been asking Angela how to do this and how to do that. So I come to find out I will get a stimulus check. I wasn't worrying about it, but now that I know I can get it, we already know I'm gonna get that investment portfolio. That's where half of my money is going. So that's all I have to say, and I am so grateful. Oh, real quick, how I found Angela. One day I came across her video because I'm always researching for the last, well, since 2018, I'm always researching. I came across her video that she have a business in MyEcon. I'm like, why would she do that? And I didn't watch the video then. So almost about a year later, I finally watched it. And the day I watched that video, I signed up right in there under Angela. Because I'm like, what she's teaching, what she has is in the direction that I'm going. And she has a blueprint. If I do exactly what she say, I know I will hit every last one of my goals that I have set. And that's something else. I wasn't a goal setter. Because of Angela, I am setting goals and I am being more consistent now. So I am so grateful for her.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you are going to hit your goals because you are determined. And whatever you set your mind to and you put the work in, it will come to reality for you. We pretty much in wind down. I think I got everybody, but I do see somebody here that I don't think I have ever met, but they are on this live. Who is Rachel? Is that her name, Rachel? Rachel, have I met you? Because I know you got to be on the team. You here, but I met you, Rachel. Well, guess what, Rachel? It's time for you to get on the floor. I want to hear about you. Yes, 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 yes. Don't be scared. You want to mute yourself? Okay. It's all right. You can have babies. We have babies all through our our trainings. That's the beauty of MyEcon. We are a family.
Okay, hello.
All right, honey.
Okay.
Where you from?
I'm from Chicago, actually, and I moved to Waukegan a few years ago.
Okay. Okay.
And I joined MyEcon last year in December. Miss Alicia signed me up. Thank you, because what I was looking for is exactly what MyEcon is offering. I want to be financially free. I want to build wealth, not just for myself, but for my son too, because I'm a single mom too, and I have to make sure his future is secure. What caught my attention was the income shifting, because short term, I want to be able to move into a better place, but long term, I definitely want to learn how to be more financially literate. I want to learn how to day trade, and this is what is offered in MyEcon. It has literally a wealth of information, and I'm just so grateful that the opportunity came when it did, because this is exactly what I'm looking for.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if I've seen her before. And we pretty much wrapped it up. I think I have gotten everybody out there. Is Atricia Thompson out there? Atricia, is you out there? I don't know if she by her phone or not. Atricia, you by your phone? Unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hey, Trisha, let me tell y'all, since she been in this business, she came out of nowhere. She was like a firecracker because she was just bringing people in the business, and she had moved up in the ranks. And I mean, what I'm just saying is she was just serious. And you can tell it, she hungry. You look at her social media, she doing her videos, she doing her posts, and know she about her business. And I just want you to come on and just share with everybody why you decided to come into MyEcon. So if you can unmute yourself.
Sure. Hi, good night, everyone. So thanks, Angela, so much for the warm welcome. So my name is Tricia Faulkner, and I've been in multi-level marketing before, and I do have a full-time job in the aviation industry. If you work in the airline industry, well, you know right now the hours are being cut and ain't nobody flying nowhere. So lucky enough, I've always, had a second stream of income. This is my second multi-level marketing business. I got introduced to this business opportunity by Dwayne Latouche, because we were in another business opportunity. And when I came into MyEcon, I immediately fall in love. I fell in love with the startup costs. I fell in love with the products that they offer. I fell in love with getting to really know how to repair your credit, because I've been in another business and the company did the credit repair. So what good is that if you don't even know what you're talking about? So I love the fact that we get the credit dispute templates, we see the letters, we can read the letters, and we could have a conversation with our customers, with our client, to say, yes, this is this, this is that, and you know for sure what you're talking about, compared to somebody else saying, well, talk to these people, they'll tell you. So I love that about MyEcon. And MyEcon is really for the consumers, because like credit repair is very expensive. People pay $90, $100 a month for these services. People who don't even have money have to be deciding whether to feed their family or to repair their credit or to fix their finances. So MyEcon was just a no-brainer. I've introduced a lot of people to the business opportunity, just showing them how they could really change their financial life. I just love this company. I love it. I'm excited about it. As Angela said, you should fall in love with the company. And I've fallen in love with MyEcon. I can't wait to take it to the next level. And I'm looking forward to the day trading. Constantly replaying the videos. So I'm just like really excited, really, really, really excited. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And y'all, I just love her voice. Don't her voice make you want to go on vacation? I got to break free. I got to get up out of here. I need to go on vacation. So we are wrapping it up. I don't know. Is Jimmy out there? Is Jimmy Ortiz out there? I don't know. He may not. Jimmy.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, guess what, Jimmy? I need you to say something so I can close it down. Tell them why you coming to MyEcon.
Oh, it was a very simple situation for me. I was moving from the East Coast to the West Coast. As a young fella that I had known for about 20 plus years, named Michael Macklin. He was talking to me about Mike. You gotta understand, Michael's been hustling forever. He's talked to me about 50,000 different types of businesses, but this is the one that made sense when he actually brought it to me. And the reason, like I said, I was moving from the East Coast to the West Coast. I was going to be working from home, teleworking, and I needed to write off all this office equipment that I was buying to work from home. And so I got up with Michael. Michael's been talking to me for months about it. And you can ask Michael. He was talking to me for months about it and months about it. And when I found out that I was moving, I just hit him up. I said, hey, Mike, I'm going to go ahead and sign up. So I can at least be able to, deduct all these expenses, the moving expense, the home office that I'm going to buy and all that other stuff. And as we started unraveling MyEcon, because there's so many layers to this, we went ahead and looked at the debt elimination tool. So we looked at the debt elimination tool. Michael's shaking his head because he knows how happy I was when I found out that I can become debt free in about 8 years. So that's on plan. And I paid off a car. I'm about to pay off my second car. And the house is working. We just bought the house not too long ago, 4 years ago. So to pay off a house in total of 8 years. It's amazing. It's gonna be a truly wonderful blessing. Now that Michael introduced me to Miss Williams, now I'm learning how to do trade options and forex, and I'm slowly building my econ enterprise, as you call it. And Michael will tell you I'm a slow guy. It took me forever to get everything going, but now that I'm getting all the pieces cobbled together, I think that this is definitely a wonderful business to be in. You know, like everybody else, I'm gonna echo what everybody else was saying. When I was being brought up, financial literacy was not at the forefront of what's being taught. You know, as a young Hispanic, that's just not the conversations that were had at the house. Mostly conversations at home were like, hey, you gotta grow up, get a job, work your 9 to 5, and maybe you can retire. If you're lucky. Um, and I was in the army with Michael, so it was a good thing, and I'm liking it. I'm seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm seeing some returns already, and I did all this without even income shifting. I never even income shift. I just did this by just following the strategies. This year I started income shifting. I saw $800 extra a month on my paycheck. So when everybody's saying that the business pays for itself, it does. It's a small price to pay. And on top of the fact that the business pays for itself, the money you're paying for your business is tax deductible as well. So it makes so much sense. It's like that money it's free money. It's like you have a business for free. So how can you argue with something like that where you have a business for free that can give you return on investment? I don't know what else to say. I try to explain it to people. Michael told me, hey, not everybody's going to listen to the message. I try to explain it to people, but it's a business for free. It's free. Just put your time into it. I took Angela's class yesterday. I'm going to try to revamp my social media and rebrand. I do. I come to all the classes. There's no time Michael tags me. I'm there. I'm learning. And it's wonderful. This team is great. If you're out there watching this and you're on the fence, come on into this. Come on in, jump with us. This team is amazing. Everybody from Angela to Michael, and Q. I've seen them around doing some things. They will take the time to bring you along. They will teach you what you need to know. But no, it's not only that, but there's videos. Angela has a wonderful university that has any video you could possibly want to know about is on there. I brought in a couple of people, and there was one time to have a question for me. I go on Angela's site, I look the video up, I link it to the person. I was like, here is the answer to your question, and eventually I'm gonna get good enough so I can just rattle off the answer. But it's so awesome to have all that information available to you in a digital world, and especially in this environment where everybody's gonna be pretty much still gonna be working from home for a while. It's wonderful to have this information accessible to you every day, wherever you're at, on your cell phone, on your laptop. I went to a coffee shop the other day and talked to a friend and brought him on board just by talking about the rent reporting for your credit report. So it's like, hey, you're renting your home, you're renting a house. Why are you not building your own credit off of it? And off of that, they went ahead and jumped in. It's you have a cell phone, you can give a presentation. It's amazing. I'm telling people, it's not a bad thing to do. And yes, Q, I will do that. And it is. It's wonderful, man. I have nothing but great things to say about this organization. I have nothing but great things to say about Mike and everybody that's been helping me out. These people are patient, they're caring, they really want to help. And I think I've overextended my talk. So back to you, Ms. Williams.
All right, thank you. I ain't never heard you talk either, so this is good. That's all right. All these people that want to talk, I'm finna line all y'all up. Y'all just don't know it. And like I say, we're getting down to the wire. But this one person, when I tell you, he messaged me every day since he's been in this business. Every day. I wake up to a message from him. He'd be like, "Morning, coach." But he got questions. He'd be moving. He'd be shaking. But literally, we talk every day, and I'm just so glad that he got out of his comfort zone. And Edwin, anytime you post anything on Facebook, Edwin will always give you the shock emoji. No matter what you post, you're gonna get a shock face. You know it's him. Edwin, is you out there? Can you unmute yourself? Is you even out there, Edwin?
Yeah, I'm here, Angela.
Yeah, this is my buddy. All right, you got the flow, Edwin.
Thanks. I'm also one of those stepping out a little bit out of the box. I still got my picture up and not my video, but I'm working on it. Well, for me, my beginnings were I was looking for something to do personally. I've been in other network marketings and recruited, and I've made some money, but I wanted to do something personally that I can learn myself and pass down to my family. And that's what MyEcon is all about, personal financial success. You get to benefit both sides of the business. You get to grow your business with your friends and family, but you also get to personalize it with the financial success. So my numbers are basically, I income shifted about $140 each week, which total about $7,200 a year. And I've been in MyEcon for 3 years. So that's $21,000 I was able to bring in back home to my family. I was in a debt elimination program, but the income shifter made it that much easier to pay out. See, I was working a 9 to 5, but I was in a hole. So what people don't understand, when you're in a hole, if you don't come up with that money, you're in a hole again, double the time next month, and that again the next month and the next month. So if you don't cover the leaks, your hole is gonna extend and your money is gonna flow out even further. So with the help of Angela, we was able to eliminate those leaks, bring in that extra money, eliminate some more debt. So I'm 21,000. Then I've also, at the end of this year, with the plans of Angela, I'm looking forward to be totally debt free with the elimination of my car. And after that, continue to work in my credit to end up in the 800 scores, to then move out of the neighborhood and give my family a better home and a better neighborhood. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all, I think we have come to the end. I believe is Nosha out there? Is it a Nosha? Am I pronouncing this right? Is Nosha? Maybe not. She might have jumped off. I thought I had seen her. Okay, y'all. But this has been amazing. And it has been eye-opening because we all come from different backgrounds. And this is how people can see the power of MyEcon. Because it's one, because we talk about the strategies, but people need to really see what it looks like when you mind your money. This is what it looks like when you mind your money. Everything around you changes, and you put you and your family in such a different space because you all are so powerful and y'all so bad to the bone. And I'm so proud of y'all. And the stories are just going to keep getting better and better and better and better. So this was probably the longest testimony marathon in MyEcon history. It's going to go down for the record books. But I am going to, is it a Rachel? Rachel, you want to say something? You can unmute yourself. Is there Rachel? Would you like to unmute yourself? And I thought oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, she was clapping. I thought she was breathing. But okay. All right, y'all. We are gonna wrap this up. Again, I introduced you all to MyEcon and the power of MyEcon, but y'all heard it from real people with real results. And so if you've been on the fence, if you've been trying to figure out what can you do, so that you can better your life. If you are drowning in debt and you think there's no way out, there is. Trust me, we can help you. We are the largest support group ever when it comes to wealth building and investing. And we would love to partner with you. And we're going to do this together, you know, because getting out of debt is hard. And we are your accountability partners. So you're not going to be doing it by yourself. And so whoever shares this video with you, reach back out to them. Don't waste no more time. You ain't got nothing to think about. The only thing you need to be thinking about is leaving wealth for your family. So guess what? Just say yes. All you got to do is say yes. So get back to the person who shared this video with you. They will share a link with you. They will get you signed up. We're going to give you training, and we're going to put you on the right side of money. So I want to thank you all for coming tonight. Y'all rock. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm going to figure out how to get this video to the masses for y'all, all right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all have an amazing, oh, thank you, Rachel, for getting your camera. I didn't take a picture. Now, y'all's gonna let me get off of here and not take a picture. Y'all better take a picture. Take a picture. This is unheard of. We have made history tonight. Yes. Yes, make sure y'all get y'all pictures and post them on social media. Real people, real results who have changed their lives financially. Now y'all want, let me take another picture. Now y'all want to turn y'all things on Pierre and Andre. What am I going to do with y'all? Come on here. Y'all get on this screen. Let me take this picture. Q, lift your head up. I love my team. Y'all so dope. Gotcha. All right. Now y'all all in here. All right, y'all. Y'all be great. Have a good weekend. Sunday, we're going to have Stock and Sip. So I'll be dropping the links for Sunday. We're going to do Stock and Sip. Invite all of the people who want to know about how to invest in the stock market, and we are going to have a ball. And don't forget, bring your sip. So whatever you're sipping on, you better have it on a cup. Keep our theme going, because so that we can excite some people and bring them into the movement, okay? Well, all right, y'all. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.